I trust myself. I don't even need no help. Did it by myself, I don't need no help. Tryna stack money like books on the shelf.
Hundreds in the bag, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand. Way she's working for it, got me feeling like the man. Shorty body hustling in the summer on the sand.
Did it by myself like a selfie. Nobody try to help me. Came to the club with an island girl. I'ma take it to the crib and let me buy you pearls.
Did it by myself, no one helped me, yeah. Now these bitches want a selfie. I like big gold chains, I like big gold rings. Let me take it to the crib and let me buy you things.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes to ride in the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Did it by myself like a selfie, yeah. Nobody try to help me, yeah.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell. Big dog status, two-tone paddock. Stacks in the crib, I got a two-floor attic.
Got a two-floor attic, got your girl in the attic. But I'ma bring her right back, dude, don't panic, I'm savage. And nigga, if it's beef, we can manage.
I know a couple guys who walk around with automatics. I got big dog status, I ain't playing, I ain't average. I'ma leave you in static, I'ma leave you in static.
Fell in love with an island girl. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ice and the ride as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Fell in love with an island girl. Yeah. I told her only time will tell.
She likes the ride and the ice as well. Will it be forever? Only time will tell.
Take note.
Tino, babe.
Yo, Tino, he'll get his dome pop. Satin blue on his whip, but he ain't no cop. Don't stop, spray up his motor till it smokes up. Cause what I bought for insurance, I have it wrote off, you joker. Suck on your mum and take note, cause the foreign ring up in his grill. Like grandma's stovetop, don't flop. Fuck up the game, like this was Roblox. Oh gunner, running this field, I'm for your walk up. Drum roll, load up a cannon and give her more shots. I put your face on a beam, now you're Zordon. Treat you like an old sketchbook, you'll get drawn on. I lead your girl from the back, I'm that raw blood. Wait, who the fuck feels they could do me something? I'll roll up in your ends with a toolie busting. 32 ugly as shit, like Miss Rooney's husband. Somebody cut me the deal, I'm just too disgusting. Niggas think they next in line, but they ain't doing nothing. Mask on, metal in hand, Freddy Krueger's coming. Tools all up in your home, I'm here to fix the plumbing. House blown, toaster run, leak gas from your oven. Deal on your girlfriend's face, and she best get to sucking. Head game resemble my dad, cause it was good for nothing. Yeah, I'm still vegan, but I'm down for beef. Niggas think they slip with a dialect, but talk is cheap. Watch your mouth, little nigga, because I roll with heat. Top said there's no returns, and I see no receipt. I put your boy in the back, like he was groceries. Riding round with the burner boy, in case I find any extendo. Licking up shots, until it overheats. No mask, did it barefaced, just so they know it's me. Eyes closed, chest wide open, heart surgery. Usher said, just let it burn, let's make it third degree. Niggas think everything's jokes, until you shoot his queen. Shot was funny as shit, it barely missed the bean. Wax on, then wax off, to leave the burner clean. Then open up the Uber app to flee the murder scene. Waving a stick will make them levitate. I raise a toast in the air, let's celebrate. See a couple holding a blade, like it's wedding day. And yous can leave with a slash, just like wedding cake. Bitches on snap in the snacks. Oh no you ain't, know your place. Worked up flawless, you look like bellyache. Beat my dick all off in the face, and let it detonate. All facts, just ask your mum, she'll demonstrate. Damn right babes, I'm a jerk, just let it marinate. I gave it a beat like I was Penfold. And some retarded head, my tongue's mental. Babes, if you die then you die, cause you was meant to. Nigga, all I do is draw, I'm a pencil. Run up on you niggas like the rent's due. Dude, screwed, if I see food, you're on the menu. Your homies have to find the Dragon Balls to resurrect you. Fuck it, you niggas can all hate. I'm better than all of you niggas I don't rate. If your girl's fit, 4+4, she'll get 8. I'm a chiropractor back, just setting them all straight. Scorps, take note.
Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast, where we discuss all things in regards to both Manchester clubs. Had to push this show back because Veta wasn't around, people. Hopefully, he'll be here soon as well. But big up everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV as always. Of course, the main topic of conversation is going to be about the blue side of Manchester, as Manchester City got thrashed, battered, humbled in the Bernabeu, 3-0 is the tie over. Valverde, an absolute quality hat trick. Pep Guardiola receiving a hell of a lot of criticism as well. A hell of a lot of criticism he's receiving. Is it over the top? Is it justified? Is Pep out justified? Is it on the recruitment? Is it a mix of those things? We're going to be discussing all of that plus more. On the Manchester United side of things, taking on Aston Villa, very, very important game, level on points with Aston Villa as well. So the winner of that game will go 3 points clear in the race for the Champions League spots as well. But like I said, keep all your comments and questions, Manchester United or Manchester City related. And City's still in the title race as well. But they could be 10 points behind if by the time they kick off against West Ham, if Arsenal do indeed beat Everton. But like I said, we're going to discuss all of that. But big up everyone supporting. Make sure you follow across all the socials and make sure you share this out across all the socials as well. I don't know why I started it that way, but hit the like button on the video. If you're watching this live right now, watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Share this out and follow across all the socials at Yes It's Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV, at Yes It's Flawless on Twitter /Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. And like I said, Veta's not here yet, people, but we have more than an adequate replacement. Sarcasm City TV, we got more strength in depth than Chelsea and better players off the bench. Jan City is in the building. How you doing, Jan?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all good. Let's get to it. Tie over, in your opinion, where you at with it?
Yeah, I think if it was 2-0, you can kind of see, because if you get an early goal, 2-1, anything can happen at that point. You're at home. That's fine. I think 3-0 is where I would have drawn the line to say it's over. Maybe if we got a goal towards the end, then maybe, anything can happen. Like, I'm not going to say 100% that it's completely done, because we have seen, like, Liverpool. I thought that one was over against Barcelona, and then they won 4-0 at Anfield, and I wasn't expecting that with that Barcelona team that they had at the time. So it's not completely impossible, but I think if it was the regular City, like the City of a few years ago, I'd be more likely to think we could come back. Whereas this City, they don't really have two good halves of a game. So we would literally have to go. I honestly think if City do come back, they would have to score 5, because I think we will concede. That's the problem. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe the only way, from like a logical point of view, not from my personal thoughts, the only way you could realistically come back is get a really early goal. I'm talking within the first 5 to 10 minutes. Get a second, maybe 15, 20 minutes in. Get a third before half time, and then you come out in the second half and it's 0-0, essentially. That's the only way. But I don't think that will happen. I actually think it'll be something like 2-2. I think we might get the first goal, then they'll score, then we might get another, then they'll score, and it'll just be game over. So, yeah, I don't think it happens, but it's not impossible. It's just very, very, very unlikely. But I think actually the game, like if you watch it, because a lot of people didn't watch the game.
Oh, I watched the game. It was a good game.
Yeah, early on, City had, before they scored their goal, actually, City were controlling the game, and they should have really scored at least one goal before they scored theirs. And then the minute they got theirs, the game just flipped the other way. I mean, we still had chances, we still had possession, but just didn't look like we were doing anything with it. Doku was quiet in the first sort of 10 minutes. Doku was getting a lot of the ball. They just put 3 men on him, and then it was like he couldn't go anywhere. Haaland hasn't been great for over a month now, 2 months probably, 3 maybe. He's not been good this calendar year. I think he's only scored 2 penalties, which, okay, one of them was at Anfield. Big penalty to score. However, you're a striker. You should be scoring goals. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Haaland at the moment, but that ball that Doku put in, like, your striker should be there. And I actually watched the Bodo Glint highlights, and they literally put that exact same ball in the box, and their striker put it in the back of the net. So that's what's supposed to happen. If Haaland scores that goal, it's 1-0 to City. And we're having a different game, because even if Valverde, who had a really good game, by the way, even if he gets that hat-trick, it's 3-1. You can still say, right, at home, we're 2-0 down, get an early goal, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what's going on at the moment. Yeah, Pep's lineup, personally.
Where you at with that? Because I've seen a hell of a lot of criticism for his lineup, and I know you love Pep and you love your guy, so now it's time. Yeah.
No. I do love Pep. I do love Pep,
Yeah,
but I
you know you love Pep.
he gets things wrong. He gets things wrong, and he
What did he get wrong in this lineup, Yannicka?
He overthinks games. So there was a lot wrong, but let me just start. So this game, before the game, I said I think City will struggle, and the reason why I thought we would struggle is because Real Madrid don't have their best starting 11. When they had their best starting 11, we went there and won. Because Pep didn't overthink it. He just put the team out that he thought was his best team, and we went there and we won. This time round, people are saying, oh, Bellingham's out, oh, this person's out, oh, that person's out. So then Pep starts thinking, oh, okay, let's think of something different. Like, I don't know, tactically, if you think about what he was trying to do, it kind of makes sense. But it didn't work. And I think when it doesn't work, change it. And he didn't change it. This is the thing with Pep. Like, if he does something and it's working, that's fine. But if he does something that's not working, change it. And I think a lot of the time he'll kind of stick with it. And I just think sometimes, like, for me, I wouldn't have started Savinho. It's not that I hate Savinho. I know a lot of our fans hate Savinho. I don't hate him. I just think he's the sort of player where if you 1-0 up, and you're trying to defend the game and you want to see out that 1-0. Say it was like we were 1-0 up, 86 minutes gone. We don't look like scoring another. Real Madrid are threatening us. Bring on someone like Savinho, because Savinho will waste time. He'll make runs. He'll, keep people occupied. So for that, and we've seen it this season where he's come on at the end of games when we've been winning and we've seen out the win. So I understand that he can be useful for stuff like that. But if you're looking for goals, I don't think Savinho is the guy at the moment that I would, If you're looking for goals, you have to go with Cherky. He's our best creator in the team. So, I mean, if you're not going to play... I mean, there's an issue with our midfield, right? So before, when Rodri was injured, we would play Nico Gonzalez, right? Nico Gonzalez has played really well for City, don't get me wrong. He was a little bit isolated in the midfield, and because of that, you could see that he needed some help there. When Rodri came back, I thought, great, this is some help, because Nico is actually not a 6. He's an 8, technically. So I thought, okay, you can play Rodri and Nico together. That's quite a strong team in the midfield. Do you know what I mean? Them two together. They've both got different skill sets. They've both got different things that they're good at, different things that maybe they lack or whatever. So I think that would have worked together. Pep is adamant he's not going to do that. So he's gone from having Nico pretty much on his own to having Rodri on his own. The problem is, Rodri is not at full fitness yet. He's getting back. Like, you can see, like, the stuff that he does well. He's never been one for pace. Like, he hasn't. It was all more of his mind, what he does with his mind, and the positions that he takes up on the pitch. Like, he's literally everywhere. But I think he's not quite caught up to where he was before he got injured, which is understandable. And yeah, he just looks isolated. It's like in the midfield, he's on his own. So if he makes a mistake or something, it's like there's no one there. Do you know what I mean? It just, I don't know. Like, I think Pep needs to sort it out. He's been putting Nico O'Reilly in there and it's been working, because Nico O'Reilly will help Rodri out. And also he's an attacking threat to an extent. You know, he can maybe do some defensive work, all of that kind of stuff. So it helps Rodri, it helps Nico when he's there. But then what does he do? He takes him out of that position and puts him back at fullback. I just think it was probably the wrong decision. To be fair, when I saw the lineup, I didn't look at the full lineup. I only saw that Semenyo and Gaia were starting. So I was like, oh, they'll be really happy because obviously this is a big game for them to debut in the Champions League. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is probably one of the biggest games you're going to get unless you're in a semi or a final. Do you know what I mean? So it's a big game for them. I think Guy struggled. He hasn't been struggling at City. He's done well. But I think that game, he did look a little bit all over the place. I don't think it's necessarily all his fault because, you know, he isn't experienced in the Champions League the way some of our other players are. He's not. Semenyo, I think with Semenyo, he's been a really good signing. I think a lot of people will say about Semenyo is he's a goal scorer. All-round play is not at the best. Do you know what I mean? He's not one of the best players in the world, apart from that. But you could argue that for Haaland sometimes. Not all the time. There's some games where Haaland will be everywhere and doing everything, but a lot of the time Haaland, if he's not scoring, sometimes you don't even realise he's on the pitch. So, yeah, having two of them at the same time isn't the best idea. I think I would have gone with Cherky because he is creative. He's all over the place as well.
What is it? Why are you playing Cherky?
I don't know. Like, I get it from the point of what he was doing earlier because he was bringing Cherky on sort of second half and he was bringing like a burst of energy into the game. But I think in that game, because who was out? There was someone that was out. I can't remember. But yeah, he basically, I don't know, he should have, in that game, he should have started Cherky. He wanted to go attacking, essentially. Just, you know, take out whoever you need to take out, put in O'Reilly in the midfield and put Cherky in. And I think we would have been fine. Like, you know, Marmoush has been playing well, doesn't play. Haaland doesn't play well. He still doesn't come on. And then he comes on when we're 3-0 down in the dying second. What's he going to do? Do you know what I mean? Bring him on at 75 minutes. Give him a bit more time. See what he does. Because Haaland wasn't doing anything. It's not like Haaland was, you know, creating a lot of trouble for Real Madrid and he thought, oh, I'll leave him on. Because previously, I understand why he would leave Haaland on. Because Haaland would get, like, goals late on and stuff like that. Yeah. But this current Haaland at the moment is not doing that. So, I don't know. Like, I'm not the best and like person to, like, analyze this game, but yeah, I think there was a few things that he got wrong.
Why are you not the best person to analyze this game?
Because I don't know. I just I feel like when you're watching it, because I was kind of like half watching it by the end because I was just like, I was doing something else at the same time, so I wasn't like fixed on it. Do you know what I mean? But I think, I just think if something's not working, change it. Like, because I feel like there was a lot of.
If you need some help with something, let me know. I got you because I was locked in. I did a watch along for the game, so I was locked.
Oh yeah. No, it's fine. I just think like sometimes, like I think the starting 11 doesn't have to be right. You can get it wrong. Managers do get it wrong. But I do think if somebody is struggling in a game or they look like they're not contributing, you might as well just take them off. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. And it's not like I say, it's not like Haaland is in, because before Haaland was in great form. So I understand why you wouldn't take him off because he'd scored shitloads of goals. But recently, he's not been scoring. And once he's in that mood where it looks like he's not going to score, he doesn't score. That's just how it is. So, yes, if we'd have got a late penalty, he might not have been on to take it. Do you know what I mean? But Marmoush might have scored a brace. Like, we don't know. So, I don't know. I think he got some things wrong. I mean, everyone wants Nico to start next week. Rodri's getting a lot of slander now, which I don't think. The problem is when Nico was on his own, people used to slander Nico and say he's not good enough, blah, 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 blah. Then Rodri's come back. Now it's Rodri's not good enough.
So
and we
maybe
need
play them
Nico.
together.
So
Maybe
it's
play them
like
together.
you need to play them together because clearly they both can't do it on their own. And to be fair to Nico, when we were going on our winning runs, Nico was the guy that was doing that. Do you know what I mean? So he doesn't deserve to sit on the bench. Even if you're saying, okay, tactically, we don't want to play Nico because we want to play Rodri. You need to give Nico more minutes. That Nottingham Forest game, Rodri was having, I wouldn't say he was having a terrible game or anything, but he just looked a little bit off the pace. I remember my dad was saying, like, at the time, he's like, looks a little bit slow to get to the ball and stuff like that at that time. And it was like, this was at 2-1, I want to say. So we were winning the game. At that point, bring Nico on. Do you know what I mean? Because he's not a Calvin Phillips where he's going to come on and we look like we're going to throw the result because he comes on. Do you know what I mean? So at that point, he should have brought him on and he didn't. And then it's like, now you're going to throw him into a game, which he did against Newcastle. He played well in that game. Then he gets dropped for this game. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, now he's probably going to want to throw him in against West Ham. And it's like, just give him minutes in each game. And then when you bring him on the next game, he doesn't look like he's sort of a fish out of water. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. He needs to play, in my opinion, he needs to play Marmoush more and he needs to play Nico more. And that doesn't mean don't play Haaland, don't play Rodri. It just means give them some time where they come off. You know, it could be 20 minutes before the end. It could be 15. It doesn't have to be like at half time. But you can't like have someone like that on the bench because what's going to happen is in the summer, Nico's going to be linked with moves out of City. And we're going to have to go back into the market to replace someone that we already had. So I just, same with Marmoush. Marmoush is too good to be on the bench every game. Do you know what I mean? So, and he will play him, to be fair, but it tends to be in like cup competitions and stuff. So, I don't know. But yeah, he could play prime Man City from years ago with De Bruyne. I still don't think City are coming back in that game.
Because Barrio asked Sophie, he said, for Jan, do you think you have a chance to come back even with Mbappe being back from Madrid? She already said it's a step too far.
Yeah, I think so. I think, to be honest, I think with City, this season, there's been a bit of a trend where if the team is like weakened in any way, we're worse. Like, we're better off going up against the best team.
Oh, you mean when the
that you've got.
opposition's weakened?
No, so like, say when we played Spurs, they had loads of injuries. Everyone's like, Spurs have loads of injuries. You're going to win this. And I'm like, and then Pep struggled. Chelsea didn't have a manager. Everyone's like, Chelsea don't have a manager. Then we struggled. Same with Man United. Oh, Man United don't have a manager. We struggle. I feel like, but then when we played the best teams, like the teams that have got their manager, everyone's fit, we've done all right. Like we went to Anfield and won with probably, I know they've got a few injuries, but Liverpool had close to the squad they would have wanted for that game. Do you know what I mean? And we won there. So I think sometimes I knew the minute they started saying this player's injured, this player's injured, this player's injured, I thought, fuck's sake, this is not good for City. And I was right. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, I'm not going to completely 100% rule it out, even though I don't think it will happen, just because it has happened in the past. Not for us, by the way, but for other teams have done it. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's a big ask, and it would, like I say, it would have to go in our favour from the first minute of the game. We'd have to just get early goals. If we bring it back to sort of 3-2, then that's when I'll start thinking, okay, what can we do here? But again, we'd have to not concede for the whole game, and City, we can't do that. This season, we can't do that. So, yeah, I don't think so. 2-0, I would be more inclined to be like, yeah.
There you go. See, I'm saying is this done and dusted. You lot continue to get your questions and continue to run up the likes.
Do you want to know my hot take?
Button as well. Go on, this is going to be good.
So my hot take, no one is going to agree with, but I actually think out of the 3 teams in England that are 3-0 down, essentially, who do you think has the best chance of coming back? Not saying that anyone is, but I'm saying if someone wants to come back, who do you think would have the best chance?
Unfortunately, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
I think it's something on, yeah.
Do you know who I think it probably is? And this is going to sound crazy.
Yeah, if you say now, I think he's gonna say it's absolutely batshit crazy.
Do you
What's
know
wrong with you?
why? Do you know why? Right?
Go on. Why?
Because PSG, they're the same as Real Madrid. The players that they have, the personnel that they have, they're always going to score goals. So even if Chelsea go and score 3 goals, they'll get 1 at least, which means they go for it. Do you know what I mean? Same with Madrid. Even if we get 3 goals, they'll get 1. They'll go for it. Whereas I feel like with Atletico Madrid, they're one of them teams where, I mean, that game against Spurs, I did watch it, and it's kind of like Spurs kind of handed them that result. Like, the mistakes they were making, it wasn't like Chelsea, because Chelsea made mistakes defensively as well. Their goalkeeper, I think the 5th and the 3rd and the 5th goal.
Yeah, Chelsea made mistakes.
Were definitely their goalkeeper's fault. But I don't know, I feel like, because I've seen Atletico Madrid go 4-0 up against Barcelona, and then in the second tie, they lost 3-0. So I'm not saying that it will happen, because I personally think all 3 of us are out. But I actually think if we're looking at the result, because when they were 4-0 down, I thought they are fucked. But actually 5-2, considering what happened, 5-2 is not the worst result they could have got. Do you know what I mean? That could have been easily 6-7-0 if Atletico Madrid were on the ball, which, you know, obviously they were good, but do you know what I mean? So yeah, that is my take. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, because I personally do think we're all out. But I think the best chance in terms of the person that's going to have the closest, maybe not the closest scoreline, but yeah, I feel, I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong, because I don't like Spurs. You know I don't like Spurs, but
why don't you like Spurs?
Let's hope. Oh, I never liked Spurs.
Yeah,
City
but
don't like Spurs. City fans don't like Spurs.
But where's it from is what I'm asking.
It's come from even before I was born. We had it was the cup final. I think it was like the 70s, 80s. It's come from there. So we didn't like them regardless. But I've never really liked Spurs. But obviously now there's the whole, they beat us a lot. But even before that, it was there's been a lot between City and Spurs. Do you know what I mean? I remember going to their stadium and their fans. Oh my god, we came out. This was like the old White Hart Lane.
About your fans being on your case.
Yeah, they were proper on me. I thought oh my god, because you've come out of grounds. I never feel unsafe coming out of grounds, but Spurs is always the one where it's a bit I don't know. It's weird. Obviously, United would be the same, but that's different.
Oh yeah, if I was there, I'd be shouting abuse at you. Big up Fat says, "I'm with you here."
Big up Fat.
He says, if anyone can come back from a 3-goal deficit, it's Chelsea. 90 minutes at Stamford Bridge is long. Yeah, long for Chelsea. In the word of Statman Maids, mountains are there to be climbed. I'm just saying this now, and I will continue to say this. I stated this for fun. Go on.
No, I think I don't disagree that Chelsea can come back from 3 goals down. The problem is, like City, I think you concede, and that's the problem we've got, because City are the same. City can score 3 goals against Real Madrid at home. We've done it before. We've scored 4. The problem is we will concede. So we might score 3 goals, but they'll score 2.
Back, yo.
So
Killian is back.
I don't think it really matters whether he's back or not, to be honest, because Real Madrid, they're just they're them sort of teams. I've seen everyone in their squad score against us. Plus, Bellingham not playing is advantage Real Madrid, because this guy, people try and gaslight me about this guy, man. They try and gaslight me. I see it with my own eyes, and people are trying to tell me what my own eyes have seen. So this guy will come, do nothing for 88 minutes, right, and get a goal or an assist, and people will try and tell me that he was class. And I'm like, but what game did you watch? Because I saw him for 90 minutes, and, well, I didn't see him for 90 minutes. Put it that way. I didn't see him, but, it is what it is. He does a couple of good things, and everyone says siblings.
Yes, and Guna G, no, me and Yana aren't siblings. No. Saying we're both born and bred, but no, we're not siblings. No.
Siblings, no. That's so funny. Yeah. Do I look like his sibling?
Yeah, we does. No, I'm going to say what I was going to say. I'm just going to bypass that.
Go on.
Look at you. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna be the bigger person. That's what I'm gonna do. Just
When have you
bypass
ever
that
been the
shit.
bigger person?
Right now in this instance, I've been the bigger
It's the
person.
first time
Right,
for anything.
fuck it now. Turn over a new leaf, woman. Yeah,
Oh
idiot.
my God.
But yeah, shout out to Bainesy. You said that shit about mountains are there to be climbed and all that. Shout out Statman Baines. Let's see what else you lot are saying in the chat as well. But yeah, I think it's over. But I said before, the first leg ties. I said three English sides are going out. I said City are going out. I said Chelsea are going out. I said Liverpool are going out. And I stand on all three.
I
all
think
three of the sides are going
Liverpool
out.
go through. I do think Liverpool go through.
Yeah, you got a thing for Liverpool though. You like
No,
Liverpool?
I don't. No, I don't. Honestly, I want Liverpool to go out, but I think they go through. The reason why I think they go through is because Galatasaray don't travel too well. They do all right at home. I think it's kind of like it's
Yes, Canal. I run it.
By the way,
But
can
here
I
we
just
are.
say the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them. Right,
Big up the panel. It's always good to reel back the classics. Go on, carry on as you was. Carry on.
I can't remember what I was saying now.
You was
Fucking
bigging
hell.
up Liverpool probably.
Oh no. So I was saying the same with Bayer Leverkusen, right? I think they had to win that home game like 2-0 minimum to go through. Because I feel like Arsenal will have too much for Bayer Leverkusen at what's it called, the Emirates, and I feel like with Liverpool, because Galatasaray don't travel that well, I think if they'd have won 2-3-0, you know, like when they scored that goal and it got ruled out, if that had stood, maybe, because then Liverpool would probably need like 3 goals to go through. But I think now Liverpool will score first and then it'll be 1-1 and then they're at home, they've got the advantage, they'll have the momentum. I don't know, because Liverpool are very inconsistent this season as well, like every other team. But yeah, I think if it's maybe the other way around, like if they'd lost, say they'd lost 1-0 at Anfield and they were going back home for the second leg, then I think I'd agree with you and say they'll go through.
Yeah, I think
because they're at home. But I think just Liverpool being at home swings it into their favour. 1-0 is nothing in Champions League.
Timu says not feeling this. Carve likable City fans on your platform. That's why I brought Yan. You know what I'm saying? Big up Flawless and Yan City super siblings. You're an idiot. But big up Timu every single time.
My big bro Flawless. 10 years older than me.
You lot just don't know it like I do. It's mad annoying. That's what it is. Far from likable.
He loves me really. I am. Oh god. Yeah, we used to Ryan. He
says, "Big up Flawless and Yan. Sorry, you're subject to Ryan's Riz. Yo, Ryan really tried it, yo. That shit will live on forever and ever, man. Forever and ever, yo. Shout out to him. He actually made me some money off them teas as well. Shout out to him, man. Yeah, they sold well. Them 16, I didn't think they'd sell that well.
Really?
16 out of 10 teas,
you didn't even send me one.
Yeah, but I've just not seen you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you one. I've just not seen. I ain't seen you.
I'm in Manchester next week for City, innit?
I'll have to try and pattern when you pattern you one. We'll talk after. I'll try and get you one. I ain't got no spares. Yeah, see, look, Spoon's bought 2. There you go. Spoon's bought 2.
I bet people look at him in public like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Nah, you can explain it.
16 out of 10.
That is, yeah, it's great. I'll have to. I will bring them back at some point as well.
Big up Jeremiah.
Big up my guy. I see you, Jeremiah, out here shining on the gram. I see you, man. Big up Jeremiah.
You know what? Jeremiah just reminds me of when he was saying that United were going to win 21 in 21.
Yep. Hey,
I remember that like it was yesterday.
I get it. I get it, man. That's why I never got on his case. You know why? Because he was young. So I'm like, hey, you know what? Run with it, man. Run with it. I hear you, Jeremiah. I got you, like I said, and when I bring him back, I'm definitely going to, again, I just got other stuff to sort out, but definitely. But back to you, lot. All right, we discussed, the pep out business. Where are you at with it? With people saying, I know you'll never be pep out, so I'm not going to ask you that, but where are you at?
I'd never be pep out. I think there's an issue where it's like, there's a few things going on. There's you sort of old school Man City fans who have seen it all. Then you've got your sort of middle Man City fans who are people like me who have been a City fan for nearly 30 years. Probably, yeah, nearly 30 years. And then you've got the ones who are post 2011 kind of City fans. So you've got them. And that might be just due to their age. I'm not saying that they're like glory hunters. They might only be, do you know what I mean?
Age, yeah,
they might just be because of their age, you know, like realistically, you don't start watching football till you're at least sort of 7, 5, 6, 7, do you know what I mean? Or remember it from then. So, you know, if these people are 15, 16, they've only really seen City. Like my niece is 16, she's only really seen City be successful. Do you know what I mean? So people at her age, I get it because it's like a different, you've grown up with a completely different City. So yeah, there's like 3 different City fan sort of things. So the older ones, they're like, they've seen everything. So like my dad has seen Man City be successful twice. This isn't the first time City have been successful in his life. Like he was there for the first time, you know, well, not the first, but you know, the period where we were the most successful the last time, he was alive for that. Do you know what I mean? So they have a different take on things. Then there's like our fans who City was shit for most of my childhood, all of my childhood. I mean, we won a trophy when I was 20. So yeah, like we won our first trophy in my lifetime when I was, apart from like, you know, championships and stuff like that, but like, you know, proper trophy when I was 20. So we're a bit different. And then you've got the newer fans who have just seen success. So not the first time. I mean, our first trophy was in 1904. So my dad's not that old, but I mean, like, yeah, when we were, yeah, we were successful in like
real one, child,
50s, 60s, 70s, that around that time. So but yeah, so I think the issue we've got is the fans who are like kind of newer. They're very like, they expect us to be successful every single year, which is fine, but it's like realistically that doesn't happen. Like even Man United, when Man United were winning everything in the 90s, you had years where you didn't win the league. You had years where you didn't win the FA Cup. You had years when you didn't win this. And it's like, the problem I have is if Pep wants to leave, you know, he has already stayed way longer than I expected him to. People told me when he came, he's only staying 3 years. Then it was like, oh, he'll only stay 5. And, you know, all of a sudden he's been here a decade.
All right, let me ask you, forget what you want, because I know you want him to stay.
Yeah.
Do you think it's dependent on you lot winning the league if he stays or not? Because I've heard people say this. Where are you?
Do you know what I think? And I said this before the season kicked off. If he wins the Champions League, he will bow out. I think if he wins that, it'll be like, thank you. 2 Champions Leagues, countless Prems. I'm gone. Bye. If he wins the league, I don't know, because it's weird with Pep, because the way he speaks, it's like he's talking about he's going to be here next year, which he will be because his contract doesn't run out till 27. So he will be here next season. But it's like, I don't know if that's his last season or whether he's going to stay longer. I think some of the things that he's been saying in the media, like he's been calling out genocide, he's been calling out stuff that managers normally don't. So I think he is kind of on his way out, but whether that's in a year or 3, I don't know. But yeah, I think he's given everything to City. Like, you can't really fault him for his time here. But I think Pep's one of them people, kind of like Aguero, kind of like De Bruyne, where they get their flowers after they leave. Once he leaves, people will look back and say, oh my God, Pep won this many in that many years. You know what I mean? But I think for now, it's just kind of like, I mean, some of the fans, they don't want an Arsene Wenger situation. They don't want us to keep him and keep him and keep him. And then it's like we get worse and worse and worse. The thing is with Pep is Pep has always said that if him being there is a detriment to the team, he will leave. He's always said that. And not like he'll walk out on us, but what he said is he doesn't want to be a reason why we're failing.
Yeah. So what are you saying about the Prem? You think if you win the Prem this season, he bows out?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think he bows out this season. I think he doesn't sign an extension. Do you know what I mean?
So you think he
his
stays, so he'll be your manager at the start of next season?
till 2027, I think it runs out. So I think
Okay.
what he'll do,
Yeah.
is if he did win the league this year, then I think what he'll do is he will be part in the recruitment of getting the next manager in. And it doesn't necessarily mean like Fergie where he's going to pick someone. I think he's just going to try and like, you know, like transition like some of them do. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, I feel like we'll know in advance. Pep wouldn't like not tell us and then just say, "Oh, I'm going." Like, you know, when like
No, I
Pellegrini,
get that.
because at
So you're
Bayern
thinking,
Munich, we knew he was leaving in January. That's why Pellegrini, it all got exposed because Pep basically said he was leaving to go to City, I think, or it got leaked that Pep was going to City, and that's how we knew Pellegrini was not staying. So it's kind of like that. I think we'll know in advance. But yeah, I don't know. Pep always says like the same thing every year. He always says that he's not going to stay if he's a problem anymore, and he always says that he's not sure what's going to happen. And then every time he's said that, he's then signed a new contract. So I don't know. Pep could turn around and say, you know what, this is a project that I've started. It's a rebuild that I've started. I want to see it through, and he might stay longer. I don't know. But yeah, I think for me, if you look at like the small picture, then it makes sense what people are saying. But if you look at the bigger picture, it doesn't, because we've seen what's happened to clubs recently that have got rid of their manager. Do you know what I mean? It's not been an easy ride for United. It's not been an easy ride for Liverpool. It's not been an easy ride for Chelsea. It's a big, big, big risk. Even Real Madrid fans, they don't like their manager. Like, no one likes their manager. So apart from Arsenal fans, and that's only half of the fan base that like him. So I think for us to get rid of Pep, who's going to come in? Because there's only two managers that I would take. One of them I don't think he's ready yet. So I would take Luis Enrique, because obviously I think he is the best thing after Pep. And then I would take Vincent Kompany from a Man City perspective, but I don't think that will happen yet. I think maybe in 3, 4, 5 years' time.
So you don't think he's ready now? You think he'd be ready maybe in the future?
I don't know whether it's that he's not ready. I just think he will want to stay at Bayern for a little bit longer. I don't think he would leave yet either. I mean, maybe if Pep called him and said, "Look, I need you to replace me at City," blah 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 blah, he might, you know, like. Kompany is a bit different to other managers. He's not just an ex-player. Like, his wife is from Manchester, born and bred. Her family live here. So it's a lot easier for him to come back than like just any ex-City player. Do you know what I mean? So I think eventually he will end up back here for sure. But I don't think yet. And I feel a lot of people have said this, and I agree with it. I think the manager after Pep is going to be basically set up to fail, because Pep has us. Like, this is not a good season for City. We're in a rebuild. We're not playing particularly well at all. It's not the season that our fans would want. But Pep's got us in 4 competitions until March. Do you know what I mean? The next manager that comes in, are they going to be able to do that? I don't think so, because not many managers have their teams in that situation at this point in the season. So, I mean, we're going up at the moment against Arteta. Arteta's 8 years through his project. Like, he's 8 years into what he's been trying to do. So yeah, we could get a new manager, but how long is it going to take them? Is it going to take them 8 years like Arteta? Or are they going to do it quicker? Because our fans, the way our fans are, they're not going to wait 8 years. Everyone that wants Pep out, they're not going to wait 8 years for an Arteta to come in and nearly, and then, you know, he does it in his 8. It's not going to happen. So that manager is going to end up getting sacked, because they're going to say, you know, you haven't done it yet. Okay, Arteta was in a different situation. I think City are a little bit further along. So say it takes him 3 years. Our fans probably aren't going to wait 3 years, because they're going to say, well, Mancini won it after 2 years. Pellegrini won it in his first season. So they're going to say, why can't this manager? And it's it's not gonna work. The manager after might get a chance because people might say, you know what, we're gonna give this manager a bit of time. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't see how it gets better than Pep without time. And it will happen eventually. Like Pep is not, it's not like he's Haaland who's just signed a 10-year deal. This is someone that probably is going to leave in 2-3 years anyway. So worst case scenario, you wait 3 years. If he doesn't win anything in that time, he'll probably leave before that. Like Pep's not going to just go 3 years and not win anything and just stay. Like he's not going to do that. He'll go. So I don't know. The only way he extends his contract is if he... I don't really know, actually. It could be if he wins something and he's hoping to build on it again, or if he doesn't win anything this year, he might stay one more year. But that will be the end of his contract, so he wouldn't sign an extension. So yeah. What's up with him and Foden, Turkey? I don't understand what's going on there.
Talk about it.
Foden, I don't know no one knows what's going on with Foden, to be honest. He was good up until he started the season not too well, and then he had quite a good period before Christmas where he was looking like he was fine. And then after Christmas, I don't know what's happened to him. It's weird with Foden, like there must be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, because his form doesn't make any sense. It's not a case of like the talent that he has is still there when he's on it. So it's a bit weird. The talent doesn't just fall off a cliff. Form can fall off a cliff. Talent doesn't. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. But he needs to get back to his best. I hope he does get back to his best. I don't think he warrants a start right now because of how he's been playing. So I don't feel bad for him that he's on the bench, because when Pep does start him, he doesn't do anything. You know, that Nottingham Forest game was a good chance for him to be like, right, you need to play me. And yeah, he didn't do anything to make you think, yeah, start him in the next game. So yeah, don't know what's going on with Foden. Cherky's the opposite. I think Cherky has been good when he's come on. He's had a couple of games where he's not been at his best, but most of the games that he plays, he's good. You know, he's our best creator right now. He scores goals, he gets assists from time to time. So yeah, I would start him more. I don't understand why Pep isn't trusting him. Maybe because he wants to abandon Rodri. He doesn't want to then play Cherky, who's going to be everywhere. Maybe that's why. But maybe if he didn't isolate Rodri and played Rodri and Nico, then he could play Cherky. And that would work. But, you know. What do I know?
Yes.
I'm not a manager.
Yes.
Do you know?
Nah, I hear you lot continue to run up the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. To you to get your questions in as well. Just keep on Manchester City or Manchester United related. Of course, I know the vast majority of the conversation is going to be about Manchester City. Where we going to go?
You love City there.
Say that again?
You love City there. You love City, really.
All right. When I said annoying people, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. Exactly. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. Well, I just seen something on Twitter as well, people. And this is from
City
Mark
are your
Ogden.
local team, love.
So
They're literally your local team.
Yes, they are. And
support your local, love.
Who's the closest team to you? When City was it?
Right now, probably Brentford.
No. I'm talking about when you grew up, dickhead.
Oh God, no, it wasn't. It was.
So who was it?
Actually, you know what? To be fair, out of City and United, it's probably City.
No, forget City and United. Who was the closest team to you? See how she tries to be slick.
Would have been Stockport County. I'm not supporting that.
Yeah, exactly. So support your local then, because I swear you had an SK postcode growing up, didn't you? Yeah. See, people.
Do you know what? To be fair, I used to go to Stockport County. I did used to go there because they used to give us tickets at school. So I used to go to them games.
Should have supported. See, she had an SK postcode, people. For those that don't know, that's the postcode of Stockport. She didn't support her local. Huh? Had the whole postcode and everything. Ridiculous. At least I had an M postcode. Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, my dad's from my side. That's why I'm a City fan.
Yeah, no, yeah, you support your local, huh? Comedian.
Support
Right,
your
wrong
local,
way.
innit? Do you know what I
Yeah, you
mean?
support your local, support Stockport County, mate.
Well, they're not my local no more.
Yeah, well, your
I
original
haven't
local.
lived there for a very long time.
Yeah, you got Rich, we know. But yeah, I seen this people. This popped up on
Rich.
Twitter. United's ideal appointment for their next head coach would be someone who has won the Premier League, the Champions League, or both. There's also a strong preference for a coach with an elite tactical acumen. This is from Mark Ogden. Here's my thing is with that.
Who has won both though? There's
Nah, it
not.
says it's either or, it's either both or one.
Oh, either or.
But
Okay.
yeah. Just to clarify, it says who has won the
Okay.
Premier League, the Champions League,
Champions League.
or
Oh,
both.
okay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
The thing is with that, people, that's a small ass list. There isn't many
Yeah, I know,
managers
that's what I'm
out there
saying,
that
there's
would.
not
That's why
many.
I was thinking. I was racking my brain, and I was like, who actually fits this? That's it. Ancelotti's just signed an extension with Brazil. Tuchel, I believe, has signed an extension with England. You've got what's his face?
Pellegrini, Mancini. You're not gonna get that.
Yeah. You got like
That's
you got
two.
them. You ain't gonna
Then
get them. Like
if you think about the Premier League, right?
Go on.
The Premier League's like 34 years old, right? United won 13 of them, so
Yeah.
that's Fergie.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? So Fergie is 13. Pep's won
Is it 6 or 7?
6. Pep's won 6. So that already is like 19 already without anyone else. Then you've got Mancini and Pellegrini. That's 2 more.
Yeah.
So that's 21.
Mhm.
So that just based on that alone, then you've got Jose Mourinho, you've already had, so you're not going to get him back. He's won 3. Is it 3 that he's won? I think he's won
Mourinho's
3.
won 3 or 4. Yeah. Then
So
you got Conte as well.
that's 24. You've got Conte's won 1, 25. Then you've got Arsene Wenger's won 3. That's 28. You've got the Leicester manager Ranieri, however you say it. Ranieri, I can't say his name.
Claudio Ranieri, right?
Yeah, then he's won 1. So, like, there's not that many, like, if you think about it. Most of them have been Chelsea, I think.
Yeah, Conte.
Wait, who else has... Oh, yeah, Klopp's won 1.
Klopp.
Conte. No, he's won 2. Is he won 1 or 2?
He's won 1. We know Klopp ain't won no 2.
Yeah. Slot's won 1. So that's, like, these... I don't know. And the thing is with... The problem with that is they're not even, like, managers... Like, say it was... Spurs might get a Mancini. Man United are not going to get a Mancini because he's been at City. Do you know what I mean? Same with Klopp. Klopp's not going to join. I mean, he might, but they'd crucify him before he even signed the contract. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there's not many choices for the Prem. The Champions League, a little bit of a bigger list, but again, it's kind of the same people: Pep, Jose, Ancelotti. I don't know, maybe Ancelotti decides, he's gonna swap Brazil and come back to England. Who knows?
Yeah, I just don't see it. Like that's a small ass list. Like that's why I don't believe
they probably want Zidane. That's probably who they want. But is Zidane gonna come back out of is he even coming back into management? I don't know.
Yeah, like a lot of the names ain't realistic.
Didn't he say he wouldn't go to England, Zidane? I swear he said something like he wouldn't go.
I don't even think he speaks English.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think this is what I'm saying, right? Saying you want the manager sacked is one thing. Having options to sack that person with, like, let's be honest here, Pep's never getting sacked at Man City. He would have to leave, or they'd have to say to him, Pep, is it time to leave? And he'll say, yeah. Like, he's not going to get actually sacked. But I mean, who are you going to replace him with? Because all these people are giving like, oh yeah, we can get rid of Pep. And then when you're saying who are you going to replace him with, there's not really any names coming back. Do you know what I mean? Because Luis Enrique is all fair enough, but he's just signed an extension at PSG. So this isn't someone that you're going to get now. Maybe in 5 years you might get him, but right now you're not getting him. Do you know what I mean? Vincent Kompany, because of his links to Man City, you've got a bit of a better chance of getting him because you could say to him, look, come home, we'll give you what you need, whatever. His wife will probably say, yeah, I'm happy with that because obviously she's going home. That might work, but yeah, it's not
It's not. And
It's
Pops,
not a
Jan
great
mentioned Klopp.
list.
That's what it is. But I was just more thinking of like realistic options because even when you think Champions League winners, there's not that many. That's why even though Matt Ogden is he's a good source, he's a credible source. But yeah,
you've got people like Hansi Flick. But again, like I just think the jobs that they're in or they've been in, I don't know if they take on They don't need to take on the Man United job.
Like
they
if he got sacked from Barca, it would make sense. But then you're banking on him getting sacked from Barca. Because if he wins the Champions League and La Liga, he ain't getting sacked from Barca. So you're just waiting to see if he fails to do. That's why it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I was saying. Nah, he
I do like him. I do like him, but
he won one league title. What are we talking about? He won one league title, club. Jan said he won 2. Nah, he won 1. He won 1 league title.
Do you know what? I forgot that he'd won 1, to be fair.
Yeah, of course, man, because of the way he's spoken about. Yeah, I hear it. You forget that he's only got his match. But why are you laughing?
You wait till Arteta wins it, because the conversations he's already in, you'll be hearing that he's better than Fergie. Give it a month.
See,
give it a couple of months and you'll be
just clarify. I just actually double check. Hyde United is the closest team to me, so hold that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hyde United.
Yeah, Hyde.
Are you sure? I think that's a lie.
Google it. 17 minutes from me.
What?
Yeah.
On the motorway? Wait.
Yeah, we're in car. You know what I'm saying? That's how normally motorways work. You ain't got a handstand there, are you? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna walk there. I just put from the yeah, it's not like Google it. Look, I'll even put it in the private.
Let me see what the closest. Let me see where the closest football club is to where I am. Let me see if I can Google it.
All right, cool. You do.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be Brentford. That's just the closest.
Premier League.
Premier League, yeah.
Where are you, West?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Like is it QPR or some shit.
I'm well out west. Wait. Right. So.
Yeah.
What is this? Who plays here? What the hell? Oh no. Wait. What? What does that say? I can't even read that. I can't say the team because it gives away exactly where I live.
Yeah. Don't do that. Right in the private chat. I actually genuinely want to know. Right in the private chat.
I don't even know what it's called. I can't even see. There's one that's like the second one away. Then it's coming up with fucking Spurs, but it's not Spurs. It's not Spurs. There's just loads of places, but a lot of them are just like stadiums and playing fields. It's not like, I don't think it's actual teams.
Yeah, like that's what it is. So,
Wembley, I can see Wembley out my window, but I don't live.
Balcony.
I don't live near Wembley.
Yeah, she lives in a gated community, people. So off her balcony, she can see it.
I don't. It's not gated.
Yeah, and you can try to lie to the people, but as it was, you not even got to worry about trying to run up. She lives in a gated
I'm not close to Wembley. It's far away. Like if I was to drive there, it takes me half an hour.
See? That's how high her balcony is, people. That she's not close to Wembley, but she can see it.
There's just nothing there. I live near an airport, and when you live near an airport, the buildings can't be too high, so not too many buildings. That's why, I think. No, we don't want. We don't want Arteta.
Big up to SG, man. Been a member of the channel for 14 months. Says Arteta to City, Enrique to Arsenal. Everybody wins. Big up, man.
You can keep.
You joke, man. He won the Champions League and Prem, both of them. I never said 2 Prem. No, that's what Jan was saying, Pop. We weren't talking about the 2 trophies. We was talking about the Premier League.
Who's won the Prem? Yeah.
He said, "Has he won 2 or has he won 1?" And I was like, "No chance. He's won 1." Prem. Yeah.
Do you know what? It feels like more than 1 though. Like the Klopp thing does feel like it was like City, Liverpool, City, Liverpool, City.
Me and Hassan had that debate. I've said it before. I'll say it again, man. The greatest runners-up we've ever seen. That's what it is.
That needs to be Arsenal, man. That needs to be Arsenal, man. I need it.
It's not now.
I need
Liverpool team was ridiculous.
No. I need it because I need it. Do you know what? Like
we don't care what we need. You've had enough. You know what I'm saying? Put down the fork.
Now, going into this season, I was like, you know what? City are in a rebuild. We're getting some players. We'll get some more players in the summer. We'll see what happens. I wasn't too fussed. But now, because of the way that Arsenal fans have been going, I need this Premier League title. The Carabao Cup. They can keep the Carabao Cup.
Look at disregarding trophies.
I'm not. I want to win that. I want to win the Carabao Cup. But if I had to pick one, give me the league, man. I need the league.
And somebody who's not going to be happy about that He's in the building. I believe he's here, man. Like Beta
good.
Games. What are you telling me, Veo? You good?
Am I?
Good.
Am I good? Listen. Am I good? I'm better. I'm better than I was on Wednesday.
Oh, I
Few
bet
things
you
in
was.
perspective. And you coming in clutch, got the queen in the building, so I'm a lot better now.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
What up? What up? What up? What up? Apologies for my tardiness.
It's cool, man. Family
You're
first.
worse
I
than
hear it,
him.
man.
It's been a bad week. I can't lie. I got
Family first, man. I understand. Trust me. You gotta do what
so
you gotta do.
UCL obviously happened Thursday night, and again I get an email from a teacher with regards to my little princess performance, and I was like, my head was gone. My head was gone. I'm dealing with a little bit of it right now, but nah, I'm here. Let's talk some Manchester City. I see, based off the comments you keep bringing up on screen, Pops got issues with another City fan spitting facts. So it's gonna be
It was me. It was me. It wasn't Jan. It was me. He had issues with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
My
that
apologies.
report came out from Mark Ogden saying, I'm paraphrasing, but saying the next manager of Manchester, and he's a reliable source as well. The next manager of Manchester United they're looking for has won the Prem, or the champs, or both, and has high tactical acumen. So Jan was just going through the list in regards to managers who have won the Prem separately. And I'm like, I don't believe those reports, because that's a short-ass list. How many other managers are available in regards to who's won just the Premier League alone, who's then realistic? And then same
Fergie's
with the
coming
Prem.
back for round 2.
Yeah, it's like we'll bring back Fergie at this point. Like, this is what I'm saying. I'm like, but you know what?
never
My
know.
ownership that's stupid to have that as criteria. That's the
I
thing.
know,
Is
yeah,
they're definitely stupid enough, because it makes no sense. I've read it and I'm like, the pool is already weak, and you're even just making it even dilute it even more with this quote unquote criteria. And there isn't many managers out there that have won the Prem or the champs or both that are realistic and viable. Now, if you're telling me Luis Enrique's walking through the door, I understand it. That makes all the sense in the world. Do I genuinely believe that happens? No. So if it's not him, who?
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
the problem.
mad
That's
short
the problem.
list.
I think that's the problem with City as well, because it's like people that want Pep out, it's like with City in the past, like with the planning of our club, they've normally had the next manager lined up ahead of time. So I don't think City would ever, I mean, they'll never sack Pep, but I don't think they'd ever be like, bye Pep, until they've got someone like a Luis Enrique that is willing to come. Because if you get rid of Pep now and then you go in for him, he might just say, no, I'm going to stay in Paris. And then you end up in a worse situation. It's kind of like football players. You can see that you've got an issue in your team, and you can wait till the transfer window and be like, okay, we need a player now. Everyone's going to say, okay, this team are desperate for a player. What happens? The price goes up. Rivals come in to try and get that player, even if they don't need him. And the next minute you're fighting. It's the same with Guy. Like, people are talking about City buying Guy. We had to buy Guy in January. Because if we don't buy him in January, we go into that summer, everyone's going to throw an offer at him.
Yep.
And he's going to look at it and think, where do I want to go? Do I want to go here? Do I want to go there? Do I want to go here? He might get offered more money. All these things. And then Man City might not be his priority in the summer. He might say, you know what? I signed for Liverpool once. I'm going to sign for Liverpool this time. And then we're fucked. Because then we go into the window. Everyone knows we need a centre-back. And everyone's price shoots up. So you have to buy players like that in January. And that's why this season, it could still be a good season. We don't know what's going to happen. Like, there's quite a few games in the next month, basically. In a month, we'll know whether it's going to be a good season or a terrible season. We don't know. But
speaking of games, let's sorry to cut you off, Jan. We got to get to it. So I was there, Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 0. Talk to me, Vader, man. Thoughts on the game? I know you watched. I watched. Beautiful game. Oh, it was generate. Oh, it was sensational. That's what up there with one of the best watch-alongs I've ever had, with you lot and Chelsea as well at the same time. Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Oh, it was great, man.
City's entertaining. City's entertaining for UCL night.
Real Madrid
For all the good reasons,
entertaining.
Yeah,
Well,
you've been in
talk to me, man. Your thoughts on the game, man. Talk to me, Vader, man.
yeah. I'll talk to you. I got no problem with it. Like I said, Wednesday the
Such a
starting
wind up
11.
merch, you little shit.
Why am I?
No.
Why not?
This is easy. This is easy.
You call me
Listen,
this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it was great. It was a great watch.
yeah. No, the smiles are cool. I'm not gonna throw any stones unless Flawless gets reckless. Then I'll talk about United. I don't need to do that right now. I got enough ammo to talk about United. So he's respectful right now. So it's all calm. With regards to the UCL night, I did not expect any of that. Like any of it. I went early because about an hour out, I can go onto the app and I can see the starting 11. And I was literally scratching my head. And I sent in the chat, like, I'm curious to see what Pep does because I don't know how they're going to be set up. I don't know the formation. I don't know who's playing where. I could not make sense of it. I speculated, are we going to see Doku in the 10? Like that, because I've seen him drift centrally in games. I've seen him kind of play off of Haaland with Haaland being up top. I was like, are we going to see something like that? I could not make sense of it. And when it ended up being more like Semenyo being that central mid or attacking center forward that kept shifting in, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work. But I had to do a show. I had to do a 115, and trust me, I talked more than 15 minutes. But the one question 15 minutes had me, I went back. I had to go back. And again, YouTube did not copy strike me. I put some things on screen. The first 15 minutes, I think Pep got it. Pep got it right from a, you know what, I caught them off guard. They didn't expect us to really have these players, but it got sussed out really quickly. Like Doku gave a few crosses that went across that 6-yard box. Haaland should have got on the end of it. Semenyo should have gotten on the end of it. Bernardo Silva was in position. Rudiger did, bodied him a little bit. We put 2 of those across, was threatening, and then after that, they were like, nah. Egos aside, Real Madrid were sending 3 men to Doku. We didn't fix up. We didn't adjust. Yeah. Pep didn't be like, let me get some symmetry here. Let me work the other side as well, because on the other side it wasn't gelling. Like Kosanov at right back, and when you had Savio, I'm calling him Savio now. He was Savinho, but him on that side,
he lost his Enio time ago.
He lost the Enio.
Why did he lose the Enio? Wait, but was this what, this game, or when did he lose the Enio? Like
that was gone a long time ago. If anything, he got it back.
Veta's been here. Veta is Manchester. He is Manchester City Defense League more than you. So I want to know, what happened. Yeah.
Listen, I don't blindly. No, I don't blindly defend.
No, you don't. I never said blindly, but you are.
Yeah,
on the
so I'll explain. I'll explain to you what I do. I pull my client aside. I discuss things, and then I go to the defense. Right now, I can't defend. Him like that. He's been inconsistent up and down. He's been off injured. He came back. I loved what I saw from him in the Newcastle game. I absolutely did. But I didn't even see that consistently on the opposite side that we needed. So he can earn his name back, right? He gave himself the name. His name can be taken away. It's calm. But I was really disappointed that we didn't switch how we were playing when they figured out, you know what? The emphasis is on our left-hand side, their right-hand side. And Trent is terrible as a defender. He's terrible. Liverpool fans don't have to back him anymore, and they've been telling us the truth. Yeah, we were defending him because he was a Liverpool guy. He's no longer there. He's never been a good defender. He was getting cooked, but they said, you know what? I'm going to send Valverde. I'm going to send whoever else was in there to help him. And we didn't change from that. And we weren't going to change from that because once they're defensively solid, we need a lock. We need a person that's going to pick the lock. And we did not have that player. It would have been a informed Foden. It would have been a Shirky. It would have been Ivan Reinders who would kind of ghost into some spaces. We had none of that. And I said it. If Pep has the license, if he has a credit in the bank, he can make a sub 25 minutes into the game. He can make a sub 30 minutes in. If anybody's going to do it, if anyone's going to deal with the criticism after the fact, oh, you got it wrong, that's why you have to make a sub early, or your tactics weren't matching up, whoever, it doesn't. He could say, yeah, I got it wrong. I made the changes, and then live with whatever the consequences were. And even from a player standpoint, listen, these players need to have their big man pants on, because you can get dropped this game or you cannot start this game, but we're going to need you 3 days later. We're going to need you in the next. Like, all these players should know they're going to play a role, and there's no, you know what, I'm in my feelings, I'm not going to be needed. And this is where the players that do choose to come to City, I give them the utmost props. And the ones that stay here and don't, you know what, I want to move because I'm not. The players that fight for their spot, I rate them so highly because you know it's earned. And some want to question, oh, there's some players that get onto the pitch regardless. Pep does that tactically. Pep has some idea in his head. He makes his decisions on the 11 because of it's tactical. It's not over loyalty. It's not because he has its favorites. He's like, listen, I'm playing you because I trust you with the role that I'm about to give you. Now, if you lose that trust, you're gone. And you can earn it back. So when it came down to the 11 and we didn't have it right after like 25 minutes, especially after the first goal, and the first goal, I don't want to hear anything about Real Madrid were brilliant. That first goal was I told myself I was going to be calm. I told myself I was going to be calm.
I'm sorry, the goalkeeper should not be assisting anything. I'm sorry.
I can't believe Donnarumma did not have the spatial awareness and didn't grab that ball up. I don't. He pulled his hand away like he thought he was outside the 18-yard box. Yeah. I was losing it. I was losing it.
Carry on.
Yeah, watch. He does pull his hand back. I don't get why he does that.
You know, let me watch. Trust me, I've watched these highlights over and over again. But yeah,
no, you couldn't have. Why are you watching it again if you've watched these highlights?
He does. He goes like that, and then he does that.
That's why I can't.
It's an okay goal. It's an okay goal.
Okay. It's a phenomenal goal.
No. You don't see much over there. At City, against City, no. That wasn't a phenomenal goal.
Donnarumma. Go on.
It's a terrible goal to concede.
Terrible. It was a terrible goal to concede.
Two things can be true.
Could have easily been prevented. Now, the adjustment that he made when he realized Donnarumma didn't pick up the ball and kind of got his body lined up to kick it in the net, absolutely. But it should not have been. The ball should have been in Donnarumma's hands, period. Yeah, you can't escape that. You can't ignore that. He was like literally a couple centimeters away from just scooping the ball up. So I give them that first goal, okay. But the way they scored the second.
Let me see this.
Again. Is that the Nico O'Reilly one?
Yeah.
The second one, yeah. He got
touch.
He got cut there. Bless him.
Yeah, he thought he was going to be out of the area.
Well, he got isolated because apparently I think Pep must have told.
That's why he's
to move up, basically, expecting O'Reilly not to do what happened. So I think, from a tactical point of view, he wasn't seeing it as leaving one guy on his own, but essentially he was on his own. And then when he got beat, it was like, one-on-one with the keeper. It's going to go two ways,
Yeah. Exactly.
Most players on the pitch don't score that first goal. Both sides. Right, you disagree with that?
No, I said okay.
I'm asking you the question. Do you think most players on the pitch score that goal?
I said yes. Okay. Yes.
No, I'm asking you the question. I'm asking you the question. I ask you again.
I don't ask you. I said,
that's not an answer. Do you think most of the players on that pitch score that first goal? The goal Valverde scored.
The first, yes. All he did was push it aside the keeper and then put it in the net.
Okay, Sabinho missed it.
Sabinho. No, hold on. No, I'm not gonna let the Queen get away with that because it's on his dominant side.
I don't hate Sabinho, by the way. I don't hate him.
Because it's on I know Valverde's dual-footed, but it's because it's on his dominant side. Yeah, he gets that done. I would argue the same thing happens if Haaland is on the left-hand side of the.
Haaland's capable. Yeah. So let's say it's for argument's sake, it's going to the dominant side of whoever.
Yeah, Haaland does that. We've seen Haaland.
No, I'm in agreement with you. I think Haaland scores the goal. What I'm saying is, out of the 20 outfield players, I don't think there's probably not 5 of them that score that goal. Is the point? I think Valverde is one. I think Valverde scores it. I think Haaland scores it.
Rodri can score.
I don't think
Semenyo could score that. Doku can score that on his right, on his dominant side. Savinho can do that. What are we doing here? He went He pushed the ball aside
No,
of the
he's
keeper.
not scoring that.
Oh my gosh!
He should be scoring that. Put it that way.
Yeah,
I think
don't
we
know
are
what he did.
underestimating how the touch took the fullback out of it. If he puts too much pace
Wait,
on
wait,
that,
hold on. All
Yeah,
right,
but
all right, wait.
Savino
This is
can
what
do
I'm trying.
that. It's the
this what I'm
finishing Savino has the problem with.
Are you talking about the
he can do.
Donnarumma part, or are you talking about the ball in the air?
I'm talking about the ball over the top. I'm talking about that. Yes.
Oh,
That
okay.
touch
All
is
right.
that's what I'm talking about, not the Donnarumma part. I should have explained that. My bad. I'm talking about the exquisite
Yeah, do a
touch.
better job. What are you doing?
to
Yeah, okay. The first
hey,
touch,
hey,
yeah,
Yeah, I
I hear
thought
you.
you
I
meant
hear
finish.
you.
If you can forgive Pep, you can forgive me. But
Yeah,
yes,
I said no
obviously-
problem.
Yeah, is it?
We
But
can't
yes, like
forgive
I was
you.
saying, yo.
Forgive Pep.
Like,
No,
why
you.
are you holding me to?
What
Pep
have you
standards?
done
This
for
is
me?
unfair.
What
It
has
is.
Pep?
Put on
Pep
with you
has
for
won
years.
me.
That's what I've done for you. Put on
That's
with
true.
you
That's
for
true.
fucking years. As
No,
I
but
was saying,
listen. There's
Go on.
the touch in the air.
I'm saying the touch is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I get it. Now
That's
you've
where
made
I'm at.
yourself clear. Yeah,
I
I
can't
get it.
believe. You know what? It's crazy that. Never mind. Go on. Sorry, I should.
Listen, but the touch in the air, for example,
Yeah.
you know what? He's nowhere clear. But Savio, in terms of like one of the death touches, like it's coming out and he controls
shit.
it. He's not Mahrez like, but he's
Big
got
up Zah,
that.
man.
He's got
My
that in his
G.
game.
Big up Zah,
Yo,
man.
bless.
It's been a minute, man. Shout out Zah. Hey Zah, hope you're blessed. I hope your season goes tits up. But big up, man. Good to see you in the chat, man. Big up Zah every single time, man. Shout out Zah. What do you mean? So you don't want Arsenal season to go tits up?
I do, but I don't need to say it. Like, you know,
Yeah, well, I need to say it 100%.
I'll say it. I'll say it too.
Yeah, there
I
we
need
go. Yeah, I don't
Arsenal
say
to-
it. Yeah, facts. You say. But what
I
I'm
need
saying is that touch from Valverde.
It's not gonna
that
happen, but I need
is
it.
absolutely exquisite. Is what I'm like. Because if he doesn't,
Yeah, the
if it's
whole goal. But I think
the whole goal is ridiculous. But
all of his goals were good.
Yeah,
in my
because Valverde
opinion.
quality.
Yeah.
I think he had a really good
Someone told me
game.
that Real Madrid only got threats on paper, but that's a whole different conversation. We'll get to that. No, it
To
wasn't.
be
you.
fair,
Yeah, but you was there
though,
when it got
the
said.
reason why they
Where
say
you-
that is
you
because
was there.
Valverde's only got 3 goals this whole season. So
Yeah.
and in the Champions League, I think he'd only scored 1.
Big
So
up Zah.
that's where that comes from. Do you know what I
Hey,
mean?
Zah,
Like
and-
you wouldn't see take at City, you wouldn't necessarily say like Nunes is a goal threat. That doesn't mean that Nunes can't score goals.
Right,
But you
right.
wouldn't go into that game. Like, say that was Nunes or Kusanov, probably even more so Kusanov. If that happened, you wouldn't expect that. But if he scored a hat-trick, like Vardiol should have got a hat-trick a few years ago. And he gave the penalty away, but he should have had a hat-trick. Do you know what I mean? So someone like that, you wouldn't expect... Like, you don't go into a City game going, shit, I'm scared of Vardiol, but Vardiol is capable of scoring goals. So I think it's just one of them situations. Like in these City Real Madrid games, it's almost like anyone can score. There's no player on their side or on our side where I'm like, they could not ever score a goal because the way them games go, it's end to end and crazy shit always happens and there's always loads of goals. So yeah,
And
it's
Zah,
one
I'm
of
gonna
them.
shout you as well, Zah, for a show. Big up, Zah. Though I need to get you one, but go on, carry on with your analysis, Vega, on the game.
Yeah. So when it comes down to the first goal, I'm like, yo, this is a madness. The second goal, I'm like, I can't believe. One, I think Donnarumma respected Valverde's left leg so much that he committed so much to the short side. The goal.
You being critical. You reckon he should have done better?
Maybe not have saved it. I think I wish he was a little closer to even when he went down. That's all. It's one of those critiques where you're like, you know what, you could have done that slightly different. But again, how they were so clinical with the few chances that they had was driving me crazy. Because listen, Flawless is that guy in the club where he doesn't talk to many. He talks to one, and she says yes.
You know why I hate why you do
stop.
this?
Can I finish? Can I finish my analysis?
No, you can't.
I can't finish my analysis.
No, I'm gonna expose to you lot why this guy's
Oh,
a fraud. Because I respect his household and his missus so much. He knows I'm never going to use him in this analogy like that. So I need to get married clearly, so you don't do this shit. So no more. But go on, carry on.
Okay,
carry on. Go on. Yeah.
First of all,
go on. I know you're gonna say yo. You're such
Like,
a-
carry
yo,
on. I want to know what you were saying.
I hate this
I want to
guy
know
at
if
times.
it's true. I'll tell you if it's
I
true.
hate this guy at times,
So
yo.
so
he
what I'm
knows-
trying to emphasize
Go
is,
on.
you know, you're out with the boys, and you know the one boy that he's a numbers guy. He talks to each and every one, and he's a numbers guy, but it's not happening. Flawless is like, Flawless takes his time. Flawless is scanning. He talks to one and he gets the number to one. It's one of those. They had their first true attempt, they score the goal. Their second true attempt, it's one of those where I thought we left those days behind in a way, because that's what we were having with Ederson in net. We're like, oh, other team did not have a sniff. Every shot
was like a goal. Yeah.
Every first shot was a goal. It's like, damn it. So that was frustrating. And but again, as critical as I was of Donnarumma for the first 2 goals, I then see, obviously they had scored the third, and I don't blame them for the third. The third was more defensive mistakes than anything. But and even when I talk about the defense,
who do you think made mistakes for the third? Because you said
one, defensive. Valverde, either I think he passed it, or even just how as the play went wide, he went into the space. No one tracked him. It's like the midfield said, "Oh, defense, you got it," and we can't move that way. We can't move that way.
Pass it on to the centre back.
Yeah, no, we ain't doing that. No, So I think even that pass isn't attempted if you have a City player kind of like in the midway. You're not like taking that chance, right? So they let him go onto the defense line, and then the rest is Gahey. Yeah, Gahey gets memed or whatever is going to happen, because he's a jumping pylon and the ball gets moved past him. But the third goal was. What you say?
I said he got cooked on Twitter, man. I was like, this is crazy. And I like going the other him.
Yeah.
And
it happens.
It was a welcome to the Champions League moment.
That's not even his worst game of the season. Yeah. This guy, I remember before we signed him, I was watching that Macclesfield game. He's getting cut by Macclesfield. But yeah, it is what it is. You know what? He's come in, he's played well for City.
What happens when you play the best? You find out, isn't that right, Vega?
No. Do you know what I would say about him, though? I think, obviously he's a professional footballer. He's a good quality player, so I expect better from him. However, I do think he probably is in one of the worst stadiums in the world for his debut. If he's at home against Real Madrid. For a
Champions League debut,
yeah. If he's at home against Real Madrid, it's okay. He's at home, it's, that's not one of the easiest grounds to go to at the best of times. So for him to have his debut there, it is a lot of pressure. I think it's up to, and someone mentioned this on a space, it is kind of up to our senior players who have been there before and done that before to support him more. And I feel like we've had in the past leaders at the back, like a Vincent Kompany or a John Stones to an extent.
Yeah.
Diaz can be, but sometimes he's not. And I feel like, I don't know, I just think...
He had a tough game. Yeah, I hear you. He had a tough game.
You have to help him out, in my opinion.
But it was also like a trial by fire, because he's looked so phenomenal with the previous games. And again, he wasn't the only one to look bad.
Yeah,
he wasn't. We've seen O'Reilly in terms of the moments didn't have the best of games.
O'Reilly was getting cooked. He was.
Yeah, and Kusanov, who again pace wise, I get what Pep was doing, but Vinny was giving him problems, and even with regards to the second goal, it was him that was kind of trying to stay there with Valverde. So we didn't have a good game all around. But I'd have to say this, because Flawless is on the complete other side, right? Flawless is like, I want the easiest route possible. And this is why my club analogy, I'll leave it at that, because I won't take it too far. But
thank you.
What?
I said thank you for not taking the club analogy.
He wants the easiest girl.
But I don't. But yeah, so I'm going to leave the club analogy aside. Flawless. I said I'm leaving it aside. I said I'm leaving it aside.
And I said thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, but I'll apply the club analogy to me, not Flawless, to me. I never wanted the easy. I never wanted the easy one. I never wanted the one that made it easy for me. All right,
so offensive.
You know what I mean? The Spidey sense would go off if it happened too easy. So when it comes down to the Champions League and the route, I want the same thing.
You're easy, Flawless. That's crazy.
Hey,
he's basically saying you go into the club and whichever girl says yeah, you're down with. That's not a good look.
Depends on you. Hey, it depends what the girl looks like. I ain't gonna lie. It depends what she looks like. But go on, carry on.
Right, he is easy. You're right. You're right, mate. Against carry on.
Yeah, you see.
Like, it depends what the girl looks like. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole different type of live stream.
You know what? On another time, I'll share the debate that we had with regards to what we have differences in. But I have to emphasize. I like the trial by fire. I like, and Flawless, you kind of joked about this. I like that it may expose that these players aren't currently ready. I'd rather know now than later. I'd rather.
I don't joke. Like, I'm with you on that for Manchester City. We're in full agreement on it.
But do you know what I would say?
I want you to get the toughest possible draw. I want Manchester City to face the best.
Do you know what, though? Do you know what? I think it is.
You want that. I want that.
Okay.
Why are you laughing, Jan? I'm just saying that.
No. I think
I'm with you. Like when you said you want Real Madrid, sorry to cut you off, Jan. Yeah. I want you to get Real Madrid too.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, we in agreement on that. Like I knew you lot was going out, but that's a whole different conversation. Go on, Jan.
To be honest, like I think in terms of like these players that we've bought and stuff like that, like a lot of people forget the earlier players that we had, even they didn't like win straight away. Like when we started under Mancini, like we got to the FA Cup semi-final. And then we won that game 1-0. Yaya Toure, individual brilliance, realistically. Like we were good, but it was him, you know. Then we went into the final against Stoke, again, individual brilliance, Yaya Toure. So we had like almost like a superstar that was in our team. That doesn't mean that the rest of the players weren't good. You know, we had David Silva and people like that, but it got us over the line. And it's one of them things. We then went into the Prem the next year. We bought Aguero. And then it was like we were in a title race. I mean, we were 8 points behind with 6 games to go. Yeah. So it was kind of like this sort of season. And our players stepped up, like the likes of Vincent Kompany and the Derby. And there was, you know, players in that time that stepped up to get us over the line. So these new players, like if you look at City's squad of what it was 5 years ago to now, there's so many players that have left. So I get that people are like, this is City, they should be winning. And we should, because we are City, we have Pep. But at the same time, it's like, these players have to learn how to win. Because not all of them are natural winners. Not all of them have won loads of things before. Yes, your Phil Fodens have. But there's players in our team. Semenyo's never won a trophy. Right. Do you know what I mean? Semenyo's not even been at the top level for that long. So these players need to learn how to win. I'm hoping, I mean, this season for me we shouldn't be in 4 competitions at this stage of the we shouldn't. With the way we played, there's no way we should be. Yeah. But at the same time, like experience as well helps, because I remember when we hadn't come back, and I've said this before, but we hadn't come back from being 2-0 down since 2010, right? That game that we went into against Aston Villa, ahead of Aston Villa. Right?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, them teams are that good.
No. Sorry. I should have in my head.
No. I was waiting to see where you're going, because I was going to be the comeback.
So,
but
we lost to Real Madrid in the dying seconds of that game, right? In the Champions League, right? I think that game was a blessing in disguise, right? Because that game taught our players that even if you are 2-0 down with 10 minutes to go, it is not over. We then went into the game against Aston Villa. We went 2-0 down. There wasn't long left. I think 15 minutes left. Yep. And we turned that game around. I don't think that happens without that Real Madrid game. Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes it's the experience of, I've been here before. I've seen even someone else do it. It doesn't even have to be your team. You've seen someone else do it. Like, people are saying, Chelsea fans are fuming at that PSG game, which I would be too if I was a Chelsea fan, because you've literally seen Spurs. You've seen Spurs make a mistake the night before. You've then made the same mistake, and now you're out of a tie that you were fully in until 80 minutes? They were fully in it. It was like 2-2. Yeah, and it was because they decided to do exactly what Spurs did and change the goalkeeper for no known reason. So I think sometimes you have to learn from experience. And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen this season. Like, we could literally win nothing. We could end up winning 3 trophies. We could end up winning just 1. I don't know. Like, it all depends on what happens this month, because I think the one thing I don't want us to do is win the wrong games. There's no point in us beating Real Madrid 2-0 if we're going to lose to Arsenal in the final, because that 2-0 is not going to take us through in the Champions League, but a 2-0 win against Arsenal would win us a trophy. So in my opinion, as long as we win the right game, I don't care if we don't win all of them, but we have to win the games that are the most beneficial for us. I think the league, I wanted to go unbeaten up until, well, not even unbeaten, because we are unbeaten. I wanted to basically win every game up until that final.
Wait, before you go, I know you're coming back. You're coming back.
I'm coming back. Yeah.
Tie's not over though, right? Tie's not over in your opinion.
No, of course.
Leave him on the cliffhanger. Of course, I knew you wouldn't, man. I knew you would. Yeah, you gonna sink with the ship. I respect it. Go on, carry on, yeah.
And in addition to that, what Yan was saying is, I wanted us not to drop points as well, just like you.
Yeah.
Unless Arsenal did. It was one of those. I wanted us to not be the first to drop points, but I'll be back.
Yeah, me too. Because I think if we had gone into that final right behind Arsenal, that puts pressure on Arsenal to win that trophy. And if they don't win it for whatever reason, that then puts pressure on them in the league, because the fans will start saying, can we get over the line? Are we going to bottle the league, etc., etc. The problem we've got now is we're going into that final probably behind Arsenal to the point where it's still in their hands. It could even be 10 points, which is not good for us. But do you know what I mean? It could even be 10 points going into that game. That takes the pressure off them completely.
How confident are you going into that West Ham game?
West Ham's form has been good at home recently.
Yeah. Or is it dependent to you?
City have to win that game. There's no, we have to win. Yeah.
But do you think it's more incentive if Arsenal drop points to Everton?
I don't think it matters, because I think the way we'll see it, if Arsenal drop points to Everton and we don't win, it's a waste of drop points, because, okay, you can look at it as it's not got any worse, but we have to be closing that gap at some point. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'll be almost more annoyed if they drop points and then we drop points, because it's like, why have you bottled this opportunity to go, you know, to get it back in your hands, essentially. So yeah, I won't be happy with that. But I don't know. Like, I felt like we had to be perfect going into that final, because the Carabao Cup is different for Arsenal as it is for Man City. Like, I want to win it. Every fan wants to win it. However, based on what City have been doing the past sort of 5, 6, 7 years, a Carabao Cup on its own is still going to be looked at as a bad season, right? It's still going to be, people are still going to look at it and go, why did you just win the Carabao Cup? So if you win the Carabao Cup, you kind of have to win the Prem as well. That's kind of how it's been for us. But I think with Arsenal, because Arsenal have the upper hand in the league, if they win the Carabao Cup, it's like they know they're probably going to win a double. And with their favourable draws, that could even become a quadruple, just based on the draws that they've got. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I think I want to win it, because I want to obviously win a trophy. And especially when you go, it's nice to win a trophy. We also have a good record in the Carabao Cup, so I don't want to lose that. But yeah, I don't think it's necessarily going to affect the title race for City. Like, I don't think if we beat West Ham, Arsenal drop points, and we're like 3 points behind Arsenal or whatever, with a game in hand or whatever it works out being, or the Etihad game, we can win it if we win that, whatever it is. I don't think if City lose that final, I don't think they'll then lose the league. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're going to win the league, they'll win the league regardless of whether they win that cup. Do you know what I mean? So,
blessings, I hear it. Hello, Charlotte. Hope you're blessed as well. Hope you're good to Tyra. Hope you're doing good. Big up to everyone in the chat too. Always good to see you, Charlotte. You know, make sure you subscribe to Charlotte Talks Ball and all as well. Blessings, Charlotte. Hey, Vaya, talk us through, man. Talk it through. How do you go about the comeback? What's the 11 you want to see from Pep? against Madrid. That's the best way to attack this.
I can't really.
Should be back as well, by the way.
Who? What?
Mbappe should be back as well for this game.
They played better because Mbappe wasn't there. I think it's going to be tough for me to decide on that because I need to see what West Ham's all about. But we beat Real Madrid before. We beat Real Madrid with less players missing when Pep decided, you know what, I'm going into this game and I'm truly respecting them. That 11 that he set up was like, I believe all the hype about players missing. I believe all the hype about their poor form.
He overthought it.
He was like, yo, I'm going to go out there and let me crush them at the Bernabeu, where get me. I'm not suggesting, not even remotely, ever suggesting us do something like Arsenal. Yuck! Disgusting. I don't want anything close to that. But if we just set up and be like, you know what, we're playing this like a two-legged tie. We're playing this like a two-legged tie, and we're going to leave here with a draw. It's a different story. We went to try to impose ourselves on, and this is where it's like, all right, we got humbled, we got reminded, and maybe what he thought he saw between these players handling the moment wasn't there. But again, what I get joked on all the time is I want our players in these situations to see whether they can do it. I want our manager in these situations to see what works, what doesn't work. And now he's back to the drawing board. If I were to say the 11 versus Real Madrid, I would.
Because you'd have to, it's minimum. Well, obviously, if you win 3-0, then it goes to pens. But yeah, it'd have to be 4.
Yeah, listen, if it goes to pens, and
do you want me to tell you what happens?
Wait, you're going to predict?
Yeah, I think he'll put Nunes back in there, which Nunes should have never come out, let's be honest.
Correct.
I think he puts Nunes back in there. I think he still plays O'Reilly, but I think he puts O'Reilly back in the midfield.
I agree.
I think he might still go with Kusanov at the back because no, I think he might even play. Oh no, maybe he plays Aït-Nouri. I'm not sure though because I feel like he might get cooked because defensively it's not the best. So I don't know. He might just defensive wise, he might still play Kusanov at fullback. He might do. I think he puts Cherky in there. I think he starts Cherky.
I would agree. Yeah.
And he'll play Doku. He will play Doku. He'll play Haaland. I think he should go with Marmoush, personally. Or play Marmoush and Haaland. Because he was playing both of them at some stage.
The best way you think about attacking it, Vader? Let's say everybody, you beat West Ham. It's a good performance. No injuries. Everyone's confident from the West Ham game. Let's say you beat West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I got to take in West Ham is because, Flawless, I got midweek games as well as weekend games. So when I look at what's happening, on the
back.
Wait, what?
Go on, carry on. This is your last midweek game coming up, by the way. But we move going as you were.
It's my last.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
No, I must be having midweek games because I'm gonna have FA Cup because
FA
am I not gonna
weekend? FA Cup's a weekend.
Yeah, so if I have an FA Cup on the weekend, am I not playing a midweek league game?
Probably.
No, because it'd be what's it called? International break. I double check 1 second. I don't think so. Though.
All right,
I double check.
We probably will because we've got a game in hand. So that game in hand will be played midweek.
Don't talk midweek. Yeah. Don't talk midweek with this guy.
I'm just looking here. Wait. Hold up. Let me double check this. Yeah, I swear.
Can I give you my prediction?
Yeah, you can. It's 4th of April. You play City. You play. And then you play next. Yeah, the 12th, which is the Sunday. No midweeks.
All right, no,
it'll be the Palace game when that gets.
Yeah, that's it. So you got one more midweek after.
Oh, I got It's not like I no longer have midweek games. I got one more.
To cut the lead from hits it. Chris Paul hits big free to cut lead to 42.
All right. Misery loves company. This is flawless. When it comes down to,
I'm. You know what? How are we to say? I don't know. Maybe I'm happy. So I don't know. I was gonna say we might be the same level of happiness, but go on, carry on as you were.
Same level of happiness.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
now
you're taking this conversation a different way. There is no possible way, Flawless. There is no. I don't care what multiverse. I don't care what's happening in your football life. There is no way we share the same happiness with what's happening over at United.
No, I don't think I'm saying as of right now. I'm happier than you right now.
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
So you happy being 3-0 down to Madrid and probably 10 points behind Arsenal?
No, I'm not happy with that, but I'm still
Yeah, there
happier
we
than
go.
you, who only
Are you
plays.
happier than me? I'm over the moon.
I'm
man.
still
What
in
we
other
talking about?
competitions.
I'm a static. But competitions you ain't gonna win. What FA? You ain't winning the FA Cup.
But you're not even playing in them, Flawless. You don't even get to
Yeah,
see your team play.
You winning? Yeah.
We
you know
don't
what?
have the
That's
same happiness.
you
I'm
know what?
happier than you.
That's the only.
I'm happier
downside,
than
to be
you.
honest. You're definitely not. You definitely not. You can lie to yourself all you
I'm not
want.
lying. No, I'm not lying. Listen, as disappointed as I am to be 3-0 down on the first leg of Champions League.
I ain't been disappointed since all year. I ain't been disappointed. But go on, carry on as you.
Okay. As much as I'm disappointed, I'm still happier because I got my team in a final.
Yeah, you know
I got
what
my
it is?
team in the FA Cup.
You've been
I'm comfortably in the UCL.
Here's how I'll explain. You're going out the Champions League.
No. Qualifying for the UCL. You're still struggling to do that. Don't.
We gonna qualify too. We're a place behind you.
You're not comfortably. You're not comfortably in the UCL.
I'm saying it now. I've said this. We are winning. Not winning. We are definitely finishing in the Champions League spot. Yes. We are definitely finishing in the
See how the mighty Flawless. Okay, okay. All right. Also, hold on. No, you ain't pressing. When it comes down to, are you finishing third, Flawless? I know it's not a trophy. We're not going to do all that.
Yeah.
Are you finishing third?
Yeah, you've been on the shows when I've said this. Yes, we're finishing third.
Your mind may have changed.
Nah. I will. You be the first person I notify if my mind has changed. Yes, we're.
Wait, how many points are Liverpool behind you?
3.
Okay.
Chelsea, both Chelsea and us and Villa are tied. Chelsea and Liverpool are 3 points behind.
Oh, okay.
Both of us, because
I think. Have you seen the players that Spurs have out? Like, it's crazy.
Liverpool
they have their whole defense out.
Yeah.
Like,
but
twofold. It's crazy.
I'm not concerned about like Liverpool in regards to like that because there's space for it. Back again. No.
Wow, you're not concerned with the club that spent 450.
No. I think Liverpool will
Isak's
finish
coming back.
You don't understand.
Isak is coming back.
Cool. Like, and Isak's a fantastic player, man. That was your point. Here the thing is, Vato, you're telling me about look at the meals that I'm eating. I'm eating lobster, I'm eating caviar. I've been broke, homeless. You know what I'm saying? And that. So you know that you see that chicken sandwich tastes like caviar. That's what you don't understand. That chicken sandwich tastes like caviar. This is what you don't get. You see the joke that we had. This is where it's at. Are we eating better meals than you? No. But am I enjoying my meal more than yours? Yes. That's the point that I'm making. I've been ecstatic since the 5th of January. I have been absolutely ecstatic. And we've dropped points. We've drawn games. Drawn a game. We lost a game. Yes. But overall, I am still over the moon that Amrim's gone. Like I said, you tried to gaslight it and others did. Don't understand that place. Don't do that because it's friggin' recorded that I was in. So when I say I'm happy, I've been over the moon. I'm still. Only disappointment is that we don't play more often. That's it. That's my only downside. I'm genuinely looking forward to the game.
No. I think you should be grateful that you're not playing more than once.
Why would that?
Because we've seen when you've had to play twice within a short period of time, you don't repeat the performance.
But that was a myth because we had to break.
It's not a myth. It's two times you played midweek and you dropped points.
No, so are we saying performance or are we saying result?
Your performance as well as your result. You think you performed well but didn't get the result?
No, because we had because we had a break for the Everton game and didn't perform well. Perform worse actually. That was our worst. Hey, wait! I got you here. That was our worst performance and we won the game.
Okay, but it's not. No, what I'm focusing on the fact that when you've had to play midweek,
yeah.
So in close succession, you've dropped points. It hasn't been a good run.
Yeah, but
so that's why I'm saying
analysis thing. I hear it, man.
Okay, Flawless. All right, take away the performances. Let's say you had good performances.
We didn't have good, but I'm just dispelling.
So if you didn't have good performances, why are you fighting this?
No. I'm not fighting you. I'm dispelling the myth. You said we struggle with games back to back. Our worst performance came with a big break.
No, but see, you always do this. Yen, he always does it. I'm not asking
it's
you
Yan's
about...
mum. It's like, he always does this, this guy.
Yeah, because she knows you better than me. She knows you better than me. That's why she's covering up her face right now. Because, Flawless, you do this. I did not say when was your worst performance. right? You want to
No, but
bring
I'm
that
talk-
into the conversation.
No, I'm
I don't want to
talking
talk about
levels.
that.
No, but I'm talking about levels of performance.
Yeah, I don't want to talk
That's
about
what
levels.
it is.
I don't
But
want
I'm
to talk
saying
about levels.
the reason why I'm talking, yeah, of course, because
No, because that's not the
disproves your
convo.
argument. No, it is the convo because you said we perform worse with games back to back when our worst performances come with the long stretch.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Since Flawless wants to get into the fine print,
you know what it is.
Your performances haven't been consistent when you've had to play.
It's nothing to do with the back to back. The team just leveled out. Our team's not that good.
Yeah, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
That team, nah.
Give your team more time to prep.
Nah, it's not a prep thing.
Oh my goodness.
It's not a prep isn't going to improve this. They're not going to go into the hyperbolic time drain, but Dragon Ball Z fans will get that. That's
all I'm saying is the data, however you want to say it, looks better when you guys play once a week versus
the results there, yeah.
Yeah, and it's all about results. You got to stay in UCL qualification.
It's not all, this is where we different. It's not all about results, no.
No, it is. You need to stay in Europe.
Nah, it's not all about results.
Wait, you want good performances in Europe?
Of course, I want good
performances
for
an interim manager. Why?
Because he's capable of it. Because he's capable of getting good.
What does it matter? He's not going to be your manager moving forward.
He could be. He could be.
What? No, you don't want that. You don't want that.
I've said like we haven't spoken on this actually.
We haven't. Wait. You're okay to have Carrick as your.
No, let me land, man, and then I'll tell you. Man.
No, this is news to me. Hold on, let me hold on.
This guy's a dick, you know. This guy.
No, I'm listening. I won't say anything.
I know you listened. It was your change in regards to it. I said if it's not, and I've said this I think to you anyway. If it's not Enrique or Ancelotti, and Carrick continues to perform well, I'm cool with him being the manager.
Okay, Jan. When I've talked to this guy and I've said, don't make the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake as previous managers. This is what happened with Ollie. Ollie was there to do an interim. He was doing well enough, and you extended him longer to the point where it's like he's not good enough. It got revealed that he wasn't good enough.
It's a fair
argument. So from even I know you don't care about the legacy talk, but Carrick is going to ruin what he has with the fan base, what he has with the club, if he stays beyond this interim job. And I think you need to protect him from himself.
Okay, all right.
The club should be like, nah,
that's why I said
get someone more qualified.
That's okay. So who is that?
That's
then?
Probably why they came out with what they came out with.
Tell me who is that then? Who is the candidate?
Let's use the same talk when Amarin was here. I don't care. There's someone better, right? Let's use that Amarin energy, Flawless. We don't get paid to make those decisions.
I gave names when Amarin. That was just more so when people said was like, oh, that name or this name or.
All right, so the same names you gave when Amarin was here. Give us the same names for Carrick.
Definitely not. No, because they perform in worse.
Wait. Hold.
No, they've not because they perform. Why are we acting like we haven't seen what's happened at Palace? We just go bypass.
Hold on. So the names, I'm listening. The names that Flawless in all of his glory, talking with his other men, the names that you gave earlier are now.
Why did we?
I don't know why I did that. I had to do that. But the names that you gave with your crew, with your peeps.
There's a lot of names banded about.
No, your names. I'm holding you accountable.
Oh, your whole names. Yeah, I said like Glasner, yes.
Because so the names you gave now the names that you gave, now the names where you said get me here, get Amarin out. Yeah. Now you don't want those names anymore.
Nah, I'm not with Glasner. No.
You see why we don't listen to you, Flawless?
Don't listen to me.
You see why we can't when it comes to you get a little too emotional and we can't listen to you because listen, you would have wanted.
I'm giving you. No. I'm gonna cut you off there.
My voice got high. Why can't you let me speak?
I'm giving you logic behind it. Look at what's going on.
Wait,
at Palace. Are we just gonna bypass what happened at Palace?
But that's not United. What were the clips?
No,
hold on, Flawless. No. What were the reasons? What were all the things that you liked on why you wanted him here? Are we just going to dismiss that because of what you've seen recently?
We're not dismissing them, but how he's acted when it's gone wrong is a problem for me. What are we talking about here? Why are we acting like we can't take on new information?
Flawless, that's fine.
So that's what I'm doing with Glasner, for example.
Okay,
that's what I'm doing with Glasner.
Who are the other names? Why don't they come in for Carrick? It wasn't just Glasner. I don't know.
There
Is
was no other
Glasner
name
the
from
only
me.
player?
You
Sorry, is
didn't mention
Glasner the
it.
only manager you
Glasner,
had?
Glasner was the only one I mentioned like that. Iriola kind of, but that's because it was so bad with Amorim. I was like, and that was more so a wait and see. And Iriola, I think, is doing a good job at Bournemouth.
Okay,
I'm still just like, there's things from him I've seen that I'm like,
this is why we can't. This is why we can't listen to fans.
Wait. Why can't you listen to me when Glasner's done something or multiple things that makes you go, yeah? I look at how things. You love to say this all the time. Hey, I want to see my players under pressure. I've seen a manager under pressure, and I've seen him fold.
So now you hear what I've been saying. You want to see. Just admit you were wrong to want him when you wanted him. You should have waited for more information from him.
No. Because I had enough information at that
if you had enough information from him, he would have been here at United, and you would have been like, okay, I see how he doesn't deal with adversity well. You want another manager out. It depends on the been right there.
It depends on what the adversity is.
Okay, but hey, everything's going to be 10 times worse at United based off of what he's
Why is there going to be necessarily
because the pressure's higher, the scrutiny.
No, I don't think the club don't crumble the same way it happens. You watch what happened at Palace.
The club don't crumble. No, but he's going to be under more questions.
No, again, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
I am listening.
So we're not going to crumble. What happened at Palace isn't going to happen at Manchester United.
I know, but that's not the argument, though. Yes, he'll have different. I know, but he'll have different problems at United. He'll have a different microscope here at United.
That is true, yes. But I'm saying what happened at Palace, the manner in which he dealt with it was the issue. Because I watched Iriola dealing with it better.
Okay, all right. So.
And I rate you. And also, some of it's not his fault as well. The back three thing as well. That's not his fault, no. I'm not with the back three, man. And that's not on him, by the way. I've already said this. That's not Glasner. Like, that's solely.
I'm with you. I'm
not with the back three manager, man.
I like, and again, I like when we have more information and we all hold our hands up and say, I got it wrong. But it seems right now that you're not willing to say, you may have gotten it wrong with Glasner.
I'll never know.
Okay. All right.
I never know if he moves here, if that happens. No, I don't know.
But you don't want him here when you did want him here. Yeah.
Yes, because I got new information.
All right.
Same way I can want, but I like Belieber, for example, and go, all right, he's had poor form. Now I'm a bit sketchy on him. Was I wrong to want him at the time?
No, it's fine. But you see how finicky, you see how information kind of flows. You see how maybe it's like, you know what? Let me give it.
Because I take on new information, I pay attention all the time. Just because I rate, let me land here. Just because I rate a player or rate a manager doesn't mean it's set in stone. You can do something to turn it off. For the gal analogy, for example, that you like to use, I can like a female, and then I can, because you love the gal analogies in the club and all this. Did you not say it before? You used me in them. Yeah, you did. Did you not just do this on the show? No.
Yeah, but I used it early in the show, but it's not. It's not a common.
So
no. For the record, listen. I'm a fan of Sarcasm City TV for a long time. You got members that love to bring up that type of analogy. So when I brought it in, it was for the audience that are accustomed to your gal analogies. That's all that I'm saying.
All right. But the point I'm making is to do that. Then you can have conversations with a girl over a couple of weeks and go, yeah, this ain't it. Even if leading up to that, you was like, yeah, she's cool. And then a few things that can happen. That's the same with managers. I always take on information. Like at first I thought, yo, they a great content creator, stand-up guy, little bit of an asshole. We work together. Then I was like, major asshole, proper prep. But here we are. See how things happen. Because I taken on new information on board.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Very intelligent. That's where I'm at with it. So with Glasner, people can say that I will never know because he never made the move. Same way with Belieber. Do I think if we sign, but I'll go one further. If we sign Belieber, do I think his form is as poor as it's been at Brighton? No, I don't. But we'll never know.
Okay. And we can move past with regards to the conversation.
Yeah.
The reason why
now you don't want to. I hear it, Prime. Go on.
Listen. I'm on point with regards to when I do use it.
FN. Go on.
I'm not. Listen, this when I share an observation, it's not blaming. It's listen. I'm a fan of the channel, and I'm again. This show happens late at night, and sometimes late at night these guys get a little, they get a ways with their talks. I'm bringing up because
and yes, Jamie, this ain't his fault either. By the way, this is the main reason. Sorry, go on.
but Flawless, there was so much vim. There was so much certainty in, you know what, get Amarin out. I want Glasner here. So that's all I'm saying. You had a lot of committed energy. Obviously, Amarin out, absolutely right. You're right for that. But
I'll go
terms
one
of
further. If
Yeah,
we
go
was
ahead.
to go and get Glasner in the summer, I back it. I'm not against it.
all right.
So here we are, because he's shown me enough. Back to your original point of like what he's done, I don't just bypass that, but I
I
look at
personally
certain
think
things
you should
fully.
have kept Amarin. Personally,
Yeah, of course.
that would have
See,
been
yeah,
better.
exactly. Ops. Yeah, ops.
That
But
would
in
have been the
regards
best
in
case
regards to the
scenario.
Carrick situation, if he continues to perform well, again, that's new information because me and you spoke on this, and what I said from before he got, I was like, don't give him the job. I said this verbatim, like no way. He is
I remember.
Yeah.
That's why I was surprised. That's why I had to
That's
I had
why
to
you're
lean
surprised.
back and get
Can
comfortable. I was
can
like,
give
yo,
my opinion on
Flawless?
this?
Flawless
Can I
is
give my
saying give him
opinion?
the job?
Yeah,
What?
you said in a second, yeah. Just 1 second, because we're gonna
Okay.
get back to City. But what I'm saying is, because he's superseded what I expected, like by all metrics. He's super performance-wise, result-wise, lineups, subs, all that good stuff. Especially starting off
this-
kicking you lot.
this
It's
is-
deja vu.
This is the problem,
could-
though.
it
You've
could
got
be.
because
could
if
be.
you give him a chance and it becomes another Ollie situation,
Yeah.
then everyone's gonna say, "This happened before. Why did we do it again?"
Facts.
However, on the flip side of that, if you don't give him the job and then the next manager comes in and they're shit, everyone's gonna say you should have just left Carrick.
Yeah.
So it's a lose-lose situation because
Oh, I love
whether you
it.
keep him or not, people are just gonna say they're either gonna say, "Why did you keep him?" if it goes bad, and then if it goes bad with someone else, it's gonna be,
So you know what
"Why
that ties into?
didn't you
Get
keep
the-
him?"
you know what that is?
it's- yeah.
Get the decision right, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
what they're paid to do. This is why they are paid very,
Yeah.
very, very big money to get this correct.
Well, I mean,
Get
they've
it-
come out
get it
today
right.
and said what they've said, or Ogden's come out and said what he said, which basically
and I don't believe
says
that.
that they're not keeping Carrick because
Yeah.
they want
Smart.
someone that's won the Champions League or the league, and he
And I
hasn't
don't
done
believe-
that
I
as a
think- I think
manager.
it's a fake
So
smart.
I personally think I think it's a fake rumor, to be honest. That's just me. I don't believe it.
yeah,
If it
possibly.
is a
I
fake
mean,
rumor, it's a
the
good
names
rumor, though.
aren't. There's not a lot of names out
You
there.
know, you know what?
that's the
It
thing.
just tells me that they don't know, which I already knew anyway. Like I already know. I already
It's a
know
good
they don't
rumor.
have
It's a good rumor. It's the
Whatever it
right
is.
talking point to be out there. It's the
No,
right
it's-
talking point.
Again, it makes for conversation with us, which is fantastic. Just get the decision right. So whether it is Carrick, whether it is someone
Nah,
else,
Carrick better not get this job.
I can give my thoughts on it. Whether it is Carrick or someone else, get it correct. I'm not paid to do so. You're paid to
Nah.
get the decision right. I'm gonna get asked, and if I get
As long
asked
as
and
you don't
say
get
anything,
Enrique,
it'll be on my
I'm fine
case.
with that.
Yeah, Enrique's it is.
Yeah,
But
they
anyway,
ain't
back,
getting
back,
Enrique.
back to the
No,
ass
no, no.
whooping you lot took anyway, man. So how'd you turn it around at the Etihad? Talk to me, Veta.
We
What's
don't.
the lineup you want to see?
Okay.
Talk to us.
Starting 11 wise, just defensively, I want Nunes because he's been good defensively. I think he's got enough pace for Vinny. I want Kostanov because if Mbappe plays, I want at least two defenders with pace. Whether he drops Diaz and Guehi, who knows based off of the first leg, but I want Kostanov and Nunes at the very least. I would also like Nori to be my left back. I won't decide on the left center back. Pep can decide that. I want Nori at left back. And in the midfield, though, this is where it's controversial. I'm dropping our captain in Bernardo Silva, and I'm playing Rodri and O'Reilly. O'Reilly give me legs. O'Reilly gives me some even, if you want to go pace and power or even control, his technique's great. Could it be too big of a moment? He's been through the academy. He's played first team. He's playing at home. I think it's a lot calmer. We got Bernardo to come onto that pitch if we need to do anything different. And then my attacking options have to be Doku, because Doku cooks whoever it is. Holland on that right-hand side. Semenyo, who's going to be drifting in. Maybe we get some width because Nunes pushes up just a little bit.
Holland, Doku.
Doku. And in the 10, I'm playing Shirky.
Okay.
If things aren't looking right, I add on a Reinders. If things aren't looking right, I add on I add on. I don't even know if it would make a difference, but if things
This
are
is all
looking right,
nice, but you do know Bernardo's starting, right?
I do. Yeah. And
you
if
know-
he
you
does
know what I'm
start,
saying?
if
I
he
was
does
gonna
start, then we're
predict
dropping
Pep's team,
Semenyo.
not my
You lot are
team.
still going through.
What?
I said, and they still got you lot going through with Bernardo Silva.
So-
4-0.
No, do you know what? Bernardo
No,
Silva.
no, it just
do you
needs to
know
be
what
3-0.
I would say about Bernardo Silva? I
Pens.
think
Yeah.
he is one of
Smart
our
man.
most experienced players, and actually, to be fair, Bernardo offers a lot. The problem is that he doesn't have the pace that he had years ago because he's older. That's the problem we've got. So sometimes, if he's forward, say he's ran forward, we've missed it. It goes over the top. It's a one-man midfield at the moment of Rodri. If Rodri doesn't get that ball, we basically end up with the Valverde situation where it's if Donnarumma doesn't make a save or if our defender doesn't make like a last-ditch perfect tackle, it's a goal. That's the problem we've got. So I like Bernardo Silva, like Pep does, but I think sometimes if you've got a two-man midfield where they can work together, it helps. And I feel like we just don't have that because Bernardo's will be too far forward or whatever. He doesn't necessarily stay in the midfield. He can do it because he has done it, but he doesn't necessarily do that because at the moment we don't have enough attackers that are clinical. We don't have attackers that can create chances. So he ends up further forward than he would need to be if we had a De Bruyne. Do you know what I mean? If we had Cherky on. So that's part of the problem. So that's why I do put quite a bit of blame on Pep because it is tactical issues at the moment. Like, he could fix a lot of our problems if he just played a stronger midfield because Pep's football is all about the midfield. It always has been. We've always had a brilliant midfield. And now it's like people are even getting onto Rodri because of the situation he's being left in and saying he's washed and all this. If you actually look statistically, Rodri's right up there with the best players. The problem is he's being isolated. So when he makes a mistake, it's a goal.
Yeah.
Whereas before, if he made a mistake, there'd be someone behind maybe to sweep it up or whatever. So yeah,
that's why I
just
want
think
O'Reilly.
he's being let down by Pep personally, in my opinion. He needs someone next to him.
So what team do you lot think? Do you lot think he goes with the same 11? What team do we think Pep goes with?
He'll change it slightly. He'll drop Savinho.
Is it Pep roulette? Okay.
He'll drop. No, I think he'll go. I don't think he'll change it too much. That's why when I predicted it, I did say he would pretty much play quite similar play. He's not dropping Diaz. He's not doing that. Like, as much as everyone wants him to drop Diaz, he's not dropping Diaz. Diaz will start. He'll probably drop Guy. Guy will probably be the one that gets dropped, which...
If he drops him, then he should move Diaz to left center back.
Yeah.
And then play Kosanov and Nunez because again, if he's gonna play Bernardo, we know Bernardo's gonna drift out on that right wing at times. Yeah. He's gonna come central to help with the press. But if he's gonna do that, let's at least have Nunez to give some width and at least some right foot crossing, because we know Bernardo's always got to shift it to his left, and he doesn't deliver the ball like that. So that's if Bernardo plays. Then it's going to be him flirting with that right wing centrally. We're going to have Shirky, who's drift to the right and come central. And we got Doku, Holland, and I guess Shirky or /
I don't
Bernardo.
know. I'd be interested to see who he plays, but I think it's not going to change as much as people think it's going to change.
Do you think the 11 that we see versus West Ham is going to reveal, like, whoever's on the bench, you think that reveals who's playing in the UCL?
He might. Sometimes he does rest players. The problem is, I feel like there's certain players that just get in when they're fit. One of them is Haaland. Yeah. Another one is Bernardo. Another one is Diaz. So when them three are fit, they're in the squad. It doesn't matter who else has been playing well. It doesn't matter who's had a good game. They just get back in. Like, they're saying now today that Haaland's fit for West Ham. So what you're saying is he wasn't fit for Real Madrid. So why is he playing? Because he did nothing in that game. Maybe he wasn't fit. I mean, he didn't look up for it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Maybe he wasn't fully
active
fit.
enough, in my opinion. Yeah,
But if you're not fully fit, why are you playing? Play Marmouche. He's fully fit. So I think issues like that, like I expect Haaland at some stage to click back in, because this is someone who is a prolific goal scorer. He is. So I expect he's had quite a few months now where he's not scored, which, to be fair, he tends to have a dry spell around January, but we're now in March. So he needs to click back in quick.
Yeah.
So I think
he
will at some stage. And when he does, great. But I think for now, if we play him against West Ham and it gets to 45 minutes, 50, 60 minutes, and he hasn't scored and he doesn't look up for it, he has to, at that point, he has to bring Marmouche. He can't just leave Haaland on for the whole game in case we get a penalty, in case he gets a tap in case he can't do that, because we're at a point in the season now where Pep's already said it. Any loss, we're out of a trophy. Do you know what I mean? That's essentially how it is now, because if we lose to West Ham, the league's done. If we lose to Arsenal, we're not winning the Carabao Cup. If we lose the FA Cup to Liverpool, we're not winning the FA Cup. Yeah. And then any of the other league games, again, we're not winning the league. So, yeah, he pretty much has to win every single game. And I don't think we do that. So if I had to lose any game, if I had to pick a game to lose right now in the next 2 weeks, I'm picking that Real Madrid game all day. Because that is a game that I don't think we come back from. Anyway, there's no point in us winning that 1-0. What does that do for us?
Yeah,
fuck all. Oh, we beat Real Madrid 1-0. And then we go and lose to Liverpool the week after and we go out the FA Cup. I'd rather beat Liverpool 1-0 and lose to Real Madrid. So, I mean, if we can win every single game...
You got to choose a loss. I hear you.
If we can win every single game, yes. And to be honest, if we did go and batter Real Madrid 4-0 and we went through in the Champions League, the momentum that would give us going into would be crazy, because the players would be like, okay, we can do this. You know, but I don't think that's going to happen, personally. So, I think...
I want... What?
I said we know you are out. Sorry, go on, carry on.
No, we don't know that.
All right, well, you don't know, bro.
No, we don't know. Listen, I'm watching these games. I'm not like a United fan.
Enjoy the atmosphere.
You know that fan that told Saeed enjoy the atmosphere. We ain't enjoying the atmosphere. It's about results. It's about performances. I want us to go in the West Ham game. I want us to kill that first. I want us to kill the game. I want to see whoever he chooses as that 11 go out, put them under pressure. They're a relegation team for a reason. Let's emphasize that. And again, let's then game manage. Let's game manage. Deal with Real Madrid, whoever he's going to have to be that. But let's handle business. Arsenal play before us. So they're going to be 10 points clear, which they don't like hearing because it's a game in hand. But they're going to be 10 points up on us, and we're going to have to respond. Say what now?
2 games in hand, won't it? When they go.
Oh, yeah. By the end of that, we'd have 2.
By the end of that game, will be 2 games in hand. Yeah. So they're going to be 10 points up. I'm already assuming that it's Everton. They're getting that result. There's no surprises there. So we got to handle business versus West Ham, and I'd rather we do that right from the jump, and then manage the game, and then we focus on Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I want us to. It is now 5 wins, 5 draws, and 6 losses to Real Madrid. In the grand scheme of things, we could win that game and still go out because we don't have the goal differential to move on. But I would still want a game, again, with regards to momentum. I'd want us to play Real Madrid straight up. Like, I want us to play them straight up. And if it
you really think Madrid don't score?
What's that?
You really think Madrid don't score?
I think there's a possibility with the return of Mbappe. Listen, they look horrible. And the reason why I was so gassed up, the reason why I was pumped up, is because when they've been playing with Mbappe, it hasn't been a balanced team. It's been a team of egos. They haven't been. Players weren't sacrificing and helping Trent on defense like they were, right? They weren't all compact. 6 minutes into that game, it was 6v8. Like, they had 8 men in their box. Like, they were so locked in. I don't think you get that with Mbappe there. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when he returns.
I said it before you came on. I've said that the only way City can win this game is if they get a very early goal, like I'm talking the first 5 minutes, they get a second within the first 15. They'd almost have to do what Atletico Madrid did to Spurs. It would have to be like 2 early goals. I'm not saying 4, but like 2 early goals, get it to 3-2. You can then go into half time. Maybe even you get one before you go in half time. If it's sort of 3-3, then we can come out in the second half and draw the second half essentially 1-1 and still go through. Yeah. You know, so I think it would have to be that. If that's not the case, if they score first or any of that, we're out. Because
I agree.
It has to go like that. You know, it has to be, you know, it's kind of like when we played Villa. Like, we went 2-0 down. If that had gone 3-0, then I don't think we come back. The only reason why we came back is because it was only 2-0. And then we scored a goal. And then it was like the belief was there, like, right, we were in this game. Then we got another one not long after. And then we were always just chasing the winner. Yeah. So I think if something like that happens, it can happen. But the problem is we always concede. So I think we need to account
Sterling
for
to Gundo,
an extra goal minimum, you know. So
Sterling to Gundo to spark it, Zinchenko to Rodri, and then KDB to Gundo, and then 3-2 at the end of the day. I love the game, right? And obviously I love my club, so I'm curious to see what Pep does to try and to try and do it. This is what's fascinating to me.
Game, right?
So. Yeah, the Madrid game. I'm like, so.
You know what I think he could do?
I'm locked in.
You know what I think he could do,
you.
though? I think Pep could go all or nothing. You know, I think Pep could say, you know what, because he's been doing it a few times this season. He's been going like Haaland and Marmoush.
Yeah.
He might even say, you know what, I'm gonna throw everything at them, and if we don't get through, we don't get through. But I think he could do that. He could do that. So
I think you should do that.
I don't know.
Wow. Listen, our manager is an attacking manager. Our manager loves the beauty of football. He doesn't do this disgusting, whatever robotic thing that people are accusing, right? He's not going to turtle.
Are you talking about a certain?
No, I'm talking about the state of football. When you look at who's representing what football is meant to be, it's at Manchester City. It's with Pep. There's this movement to do things in a nasty, disgusting, bear hug, waste time in corners. That ain't us.
Is that a certain coach who was at your place, who's now a manager?
Oh, it's happening. Yeah, it's happening at Arsenal. It's happening at many places now. People.
Nah, you are right in regards to that, but it felt like a throwback this week because PSG didn't do that, which was nice.
Yeah, PSG don't have a manager.
Did you watch that Chelsea game? Because I watched the highlights.
I watched the highlights.
I only watched the highlights, and honestly, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I will be fucking fuming. Because the thing is with City didn't have a chance. Like, we didn't score. Yeah. They then scored. We then let them score again. We then let them score again. City were out of that game by half time of the first leg, in my opinion, right? We could have maybe come back with a goal or two, but we didn't, you know. But it's one of them things where Chelsea were fully in that game. Yeah. And the goalkeeper for the third and the fifth, I don't know what he was doing. And I'm like, I would be fuming because
Jorgensen, man, Blue Cohen.
Because but you know what? When you go 3-0 down to a team like PSG,
this guy,
like PSG are gonna score.
Are you not Blue Cohen?
Well, if my blue brothers are Blue Co in, then
I support my blue brothers. Well, some of them are Blue Co out actually. So you stay over there, man. You lot can hold hands and go out the champs together.
No, I think I'd be fuming. Like, from a City point of view, I don't care. I just want the best team on our side to get to that final, and I don't think that's City, because I would not want to be in a Champions League. Could you imagine we got to the Champions League final and gave Arsenal their first champion?
No, it wouldn't happen.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it did? This is the thing. People said it couldn't happen when we played Chelsea.
No,
and it happened.
It can with Chelsea because of the players they have. But as much as it pays me to agree with Vader, I think you lot would beat Arsenal in the Champions League final.
Yeah, but you know what? I think if we imagine we did, I'm not saying we would lose, but say we lost.
Silence. But thankfully,
say we lost the league, we lost the Carabao Cup final, and then we lost that. Like,
silence.
I don't want to hear
Nah,
that.
I'm sorry,
I don't
no.
wanna hear
This guy's silencing black women, man. It's crazy. But yeah, I say, run up the likes, people.
it. I don't like where Yad was going with that one. I didn't want my
Hit
ears
the
to hear.
notification bell.
Yeah, but could
as
you
well.
imagine, man? Nah, I'm sorry. No. I don't want to be in that. I wouldn't
Nah,
want to be.
I don't
Just
think
the
so.
stress. Like, the stress
Yeah, that
of the
would be a
Champions League
stre-
final.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Is crazy. And when it's against an English team, like, I always said, like, you know me, for years I was saying we will get to our first Champions League final and we will lose. Remember I said that? And I used to say, that's why I really wanted us to get to the Champions League final in COVID. Because I thought that, I know we got there in COVID another time, but the first time when it was behind closed doors between PSG and Bayern. And I was like, I want us to get to that final because I was like, that way, there's no fans there. It's less pressure. We go into that. If we lose, we lose. And then the next time we get there, hopefully we can win it. But we didn't. Right. And then our first one was against Chelsea. It was still kind of COVID, so there wasn't a full fan base there or anything like that. But yeah, I always said we would probably lose our first Champions League final. So it's one of them. The pressure of that was crazy. Yeah, most teams, that's what I'm saying. But when you lose to a Chelsea, it's a lot worse. If we'd have lost to Bayern Munich, it would have been like, oh, Bayern Munich, they won it. You know, when you lose to, So again, the one that we went out to Real Madrid, I don't think we beat Liverpool in that final. Even though I think it would have been our first final at that time.
I'm not having it.
The 21.
No, what was the loss though? Why? Because you lot play each other all the time.
It's the one where they went through in the dying seconds. Remember?
Oh, the Rodrigo one. Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had some classic games.
The one where we threw it in the dying second. Literally, this girl messaged me and she was like, "Are you going to Paris?" And I was like, "Probably." Do you know? This is literally the conversation we were having. Next minute, we conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes. It's crazy,
that's a shame. That's
I'm not so sure we win that fight. I don't like going up against English opposition. It's not for me. Like, do you know what I mean? I would take anyone in the final.
I don't think you got anything to. I don't think Arsenal make it from the other side. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I hope you're right on that, but I think they've been given a very easy route to get there.
It's Barcelona that struggled versus Newcastle.
Well, that Barcelona.
Yeah, I don't think. I think I think Barcelona.
Go on, Jan. Go on.
No, I just think with Barcelona, like they can be very good and they can go and win a game 3-0, but they can also be terrible and lose 3-0. And I think that's the problem they've got.
Because you know what's crazy? People said all this about all the opposition the English teams were facing and all got beat.
No, I agree, but I actually think
they didn't all get beat.
Do you know what I actually think? Flawless. I think Bodo Glimt.
They didn't all get beat.
Like that.
See, this is my problem with Flawless.
Who didn't get beat?
Flawless. There's losses and there's draws. 2 English teams drew, right?
All right, but we know who we're talking about, and you know who I'm talking about.
He's talking about both and Chelsea.
I'm talking about you, City, and Liverpool. That was the main top. There wasn't really much chat about Newcastle and Barca because we know Barcelona's level and like the quality that they possess and that.
I know, Newcastle, but they struggled. They struggled versus.
No, let me land. And like Barcelona. No, I'm talking about this is beforehand. So I'm saying before the game, the conversations around the Newcastle and Barcelona weren't being downplayed. Like it was Newcastle can get a result. It's going to be a tall task. Arsenal, Leverkusen, Arsenal general consensus favorites. I'm talking about you lot. I'm talking about Liverpool, and I'm talking about Chelsea.
No. Chelsea and PSG. No, we're not gonna do the. No one was really favoring Chelsea in that matchup. Let's not do that.
No, Chelsea fans were. Yes, they was. Chelsea
fans are talking crazy, but the consensus because you're talking about the general consensus.
Chelsea fans were definitely, and I would say most Premier League fans were as well. From what I spoke to, why are you acting like you weren't there on A-listers when I said what I said? You was there.
But what those guys say on A-listers isn't the general consensus.
Not what they say. I'm talking about the chat. Go check the comments on that.
I don't read the chat.
All right, so this is why you don't know then. Go check the comments and the chat.
Chelsea fans will always back their team.
Chelsea fans, which we're not going to give them a bypass anyway, because again, it's not the fact, and I keep saying this, it's not the fact Chelsea fans thought they were going to win. I understand that. That logic makes sense. Saying Chelsea can go to PSG and get a result makes all the sense in the world. Saying Chelsea can get past PSG makes all sense in the world. Same way saying Liverpool can go and get past Galatasaray and Manchester City can get past Real Madrid. All of these things make sense logically. I'm talking about the dismissive nature of the opposition. So, for instance, PSG. Like Veta just mentioned about Barcelona and how they struggled against Newcastle. People was having that same conversation about Real Madrid because they got knocked out to lower league opposition and they just got beat by Osasuna and they got beat by Levante and they haven't been good all season long. And that's what I'm talking. Same with PSG. I don't even think are they top of league on. I don't even know if they're top of league on, but I know Lons is close to them. That's what I'm talking about. It was the dismissive nature of the opposition when they have the talent they have, as we've seen.
But that's what I think. That's why I think, actually, like, because I was in an Arsenal space in the day and I was just listening to what they were saying and they were like, minimum 3-0. And I was thinking, like, this is Champions League. And it's
this is what I'm talking
yes,
about.
you can win, but 3-0 is very, unless you're playing a team that you know you've beaten countless times, like, you can't just... And some City fans were saying that for Madrid. And Madrid fans have said that for City in the past, where they've come to our place and been like, we're going to beat you 3-0. And they haven't. So I just think with the Champions League, anything can happen. I actually think Arsenal have more chance, which is going to sound crazy, but I actually think they've got more chance of going out to like a Bodo Glimt than they have to a Barcelona. Because I feel like they'll go into that Bodo Glimt game and feel like their fans will be saying 3-0, you know, all this kind of stuff. But I think with Barcelona, they'll show more respect to the opposition. And I think if they get past Bodo Glimt, they beat Barcelona. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's where I was at. So,
but I think they'll struggle more against Bodo than they will against Barcelona.
And this is where I was at when Veta said, Barcelona struggled against Newcastle. Yeah, they did, and Newcastle performed very well. But I'm saying that was the conversation surrounding the opposition of the three teams I mentioned in regards to it, and it didn't go that way. That's why I'm backing Barcelona. I say this,
but even Barcelona and Newcastle, like Arsenal have showed in the past, they've struggled to get past Newcastle. So sometimes it's like given. Sometimes I think with Arsenal this season, like if you actually watch them, the games that you're like expecting them to dominate and completely, like Bayer Leverkusen, where everyone's saying, you know, they're going to win 3-0. That's where they draw. Whereas the games that you expect Arsenal to struggle in, they win them games quite easily. So I don't know. I do think Arsenal will get to the final. I do. But it wouldn't surprise me if Bodo give them a tougher game than Barcelona, which sounds crazy.
That's fair.
But it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if they scrape past Bodo Glimt and then beat Barcelona 2-0. You know,
because people have said that, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's why when I say Barca, obviously Barca haven't been the greatest. Cup competition, talent, and when you have the players, the caliber they have, they can kill ties dead. Same way Real Madrid. Same way PSG, and there's others. City are in that mix. Liverpool are in that mix. Arsenal, I begrudgingly say are there also when you are talking the better teams in Europe. And that's what I'm talking about, the dismissive nature. So the fact that a few of these ties are over is great. I love it. It's fantastic. Isn't that right, Vale?
I don't know. I don't love it.
Do you think PSG Chelsea's over?
Yeah. They will definitely score. PSG will definitely score.
You got saying something. I want to hear Veta because Veta loves the Disney stories. So I want to hear this. He loves the Disney Plus stories. You do like the Disney Plus stories. You want to win violently.
I'm saying whoa, because you're like, you got sense, and then you tried to then offer me to speak after saying Yan got sense. But the reason
lost
why
in the Disney Plus thing, that's why.
Okay, I've been around before Disney Plus, so with regards to the Disney story,
to what's the original Disney story then? Yeah, Disney's. I'm sorry, I have to update it for the people. You might not know it was Disney before Disney Plus, but you listen.
I believe. Yes, I believe in fairy tales. I believe in happy endings. I believe that there's the underdog. I believe that things can be overcome. It's in my DNA, right? Yan reminded you, 8.6 games. Were we supposed to win that Prem? Like craziness happens.
Been there, man. We probably got the greatest. Well, no, not the greatest, but one of the greatest.
Let me make the point.
One of the three might come back. You might be right. One of the
we
three.
have some great.
but-
Hey, we have probably back to back.
You don't gotta do this. We got yeah. Let me make my point of view.
Yeah, the semi-final and final. We have the greatest two comebacks back to back. It weren't greater than Liverpool, Milan, but I'm saying ours back to back combined was definitely the greatest. But go on, carry on.
Well, you should have never had to make the comeback to begin with. So one could argue good comeback, not need the comeback. But hey, that's a conversation for another time. I want to.
What happens when you face the best composition?
Oh my goodness! See what's wrong with you tonight? What's wrong? What's happening? Your date canceled on you? What's going on? I want to talk about.
That's like giving you shit. That's what it is. Go on. You try me all the time.
I want to talk about. I mean, the fact that how they let that game go was wild. They were in it until they weren't because of how crazy they closed out the game. Could they score and not allow them to score? I don't think that can happen. So in that regard, yeah, the tie would be out. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were to score one and keep that clean for the first half, and then a little dramatic for the second 45 minutes. But I see them fighting. And it's going to be the Pride of London representing in the UCL, and we'll see what happens.
Right, I mean, they did it.
Yeah.
They did
going,
it against.
They said they're going. You're going out, Prime. Basically, go on.
I know it's a different manager and a different team at the time, but they did remember when they were basically out against Madrid, and they nearly came back. Remember, it was like 3-4.
No,
Chelsea.
Madrid.
Chelsea played Real Madrid.
I think when they still had Mendy at keeper, it was like
they were like neck and neck, and they nearly went through. And then I think Madrid scored a goal late on, and they were out. But it was like that
was the one when Kante passed the ball to Modric, wasn't it? Yeah, was it that one?
I can't remember. I just remember they nearly did it because everyone ruled them out. They were like, they're out, and then they nearly came back, and it was it's crazy. So
travelled it over the top into someone. Oh, it was beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that, like I say, I don't think City will come back. I don't think Chelsea will come back. I don't think Spurs will come back.
Silence.
It isn't completely impossible. Like you wouldn't bet your whole life that no one's coming back. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't. So
Spurs Atletico done to Juve.
Spurs, unfortunately that one.
Spurs injuries, to be fair, I didn't know their injury crisis was as bad as it is. Like their injuries is crazy. Even if they were gonna come back,
I won't be watching the game, but I'll check the highlights to see what Spurs do because they play. They play
Why
Liverpool.
are they making fake accounts?
Fake you know what I'm saying? They love you, so it is
fake accounts. You know,
it's all good.
But.
So all right, so we gonna get Vay, I know you gotta go shortly. Multiple things. Scoreline prediction: West Ham, Manchester City.
2-1.
2-1.
I wouldn't be surprised with a 3-1, but I'd expect a 2-1.
I think 2-1. Hopefully to City.
Yes, to City.
They better goody win because
City Real Madrid Vale.
Why are you asking me this before I even play the game?
What, do you want me to message you the eve of the game?
3-0. No. I mean, we could talk. We could talk on Monday. We could talk on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like this is.
I message you before, like an hour before. I message you 59 minutes before kickoff, so you know.
Yeah. Because I'll know the lineup. I'll know the lineup. So I'll tell you.
That being said, I can ask you about the others. All right. So Sporting Bodo Glint going through. They're 3-0 up.
Yeah.
You reckon they going through? Jan, you with that?
Hey, Flawless. Can I ask you? Is that considered a Disney story at this point in the season?
Yeah, Bodo Glint, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, and are you rooting for them?
Yes.
I want them to win the whole
thing.
So
we both like Disney stories. We both like Disney stories.
No, because I have a rooted in. No.
Wait, what? Like you just admitted that Bodo Glint is like a Disney story.
Yes,
and you're rooting for them. So why are we not similar?
I'm rooting for them because more so because of who they are coming up against. They could knock out Arsenal, so even more so. I'm rooting for them.
Okay, so it's still a Disney story.
So if they get past Arsenal, I don't really care what happens next. But I do like it. To your point, I'm being an asshole.
Okay.
I do like this new Disney story. I do like.
Thank you.
Yes.
You try to act like it's only me. That's why I get. That's why I get.
It is just you, mate. But
it's not just
Chelsea PSG. Who's going through? You joke, man.
My blue brothers gonna make it difficult for them.
Yan City, Chelsea, PSG. Who's going through?
I think. Wait, Chelsea are at home. I think they lose 2-1. PSG.
What are you saying, Vader? Who's going through? That's why I didn't even ask for scoreline. I just said, who you got going through?
Yeah, who's going through? It's PSG. But the Pride of London are going to put up a
Pride
good
of
fight.
London, man. Arsenal, Leverkusen, Vale.
Yo.
1-0 Arsenal.
I don't like
penalty in the
answering this
dying
right now.
seconds.
Tell me on this,
answering
man.
this right
I need
now.
you to tell me on this, man.
No, I don't like answering this right now because I need to see the Everton game. I expect them to win it, but it's the effort that they put into this Everton game, right?
So you reckon if the Everton game's tough, they could then? Well, we know the Everton game's going to be tough.
If the game is tough, I think it could be another draw at Arsenal and it goes to pens. And
okay, hypothetically, it goes to penalties. Do they go out?
Can I say just pens? Can I just say pens?
Nah, because you know what? I'll go one further. I think if it goes to pens, they go out.
Wow.
The underdog is.
I'm saying pens. It goes to pens. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know about the Leverkusen goalkeeper, but Rare I don't trust from penalties. But I don't know about the Leverkusen goalkeeper. But I'm just saying, I'm just basing this off Rare. Like,
I could see it because they're so pragmatic, and it's the effort in the Everton game that's got me thinking. So I'm gonna say a draw at Arsenal.
What are you saying, Jan?
I think Leverkusen needed a bigger lead. Like, I think they needed to at least keep that 1-0 as a 1-0. Probably needed 2. I think at home, even if it goes badly for Arsenal, I just think they're getting a lot of luck at the moment. And I just feel like they'll get something, whether it's like in that first leg, they weren't better at any point of that game than Leverkusen. Leverkusen were better than them. And, you know, that penalty was a bit soft. Do you know what I mean? They got that. So I feel like they're just getting decisions and a bit of luck. You know when it's like people say it's your year? I just feel like this year they're just getting that little bit of luck, that little bit of not even coming to dig out Arsenal. Like you look at it's kind of like you get that sometimes. Like City have had it in the past where we're not playing that well. And, you know, a ball hits a defender and lands in front of half.
Like Flawless' summer 2017.
Chances. You do. Yeah,
remember that
you
summer
get
Flawless?
these things.
What happened in 2017 summer? No? What happened?
Don't act dumb. You know the summer you had.
You know I don't remember shit. I barely remember what I did last week. What happened in summer 2017?
We'll talk offline.
Private chat me. What happened summer 2017?
No, I'm just saying.
What happened? Did I find the love of my life to lose? What happened, Jan? Did something happen in summer 2017?
I don't know.
Listen,
but sometimes
you had a successful
get,
summer. You had a successful summer 2017. In your personal life, we'll leave that alone. We'll talk about that later.
I didn't even know this guy. Like this guy.
Just we'll move on. Just move on.
Chatting, yo. Trying to think, what was I doing in 2017?
But it's one of those where it's like it happens to be their year. If everything's falling into place, even when they mess up, it's not a big mess up. It's one of those.
I think
so,
it's a bit.
Jan? You got Arsenal or Bayer Leverkusen.
So I think Arsenal go through, but I don't think it's going to be like steamrolled. Right? I think it'll be 1-0 or
a tough game.
2-0. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything.
Barcelona, Newcastle.
Barcelona win at home. 2-0.
Newcastle. What are you saying?
Same. I could see them winning 2-0, 2-1. Barca's winning.
We all got Atletico knocking out Spurs. Yang, back to you. Liverpool, Galatasaray. I got an interesting one on this.
I think Liverpool win 2-1. Wait, no, 2-0. It's got to be 2-0, isn't it? 2-0. Yeah. By two goals. It might be 3-1, but they win by 2.
What are you saying, Vale?
Yeah. I mean, Liverpool got that and the FA Cup to play for. They spent way too much money not to advance further in this UCL. So I expect
that's all well and good. I think they go out. I think they win.
You think they go out?
Yeah, I think they win 2-1
to Galatasaray. Nah, man.
I mean, from a Man City point of view, I hope so because I love Gundogan.
It's at Anfield,
but I don't see it.
We won at Anfield.
We won at Anfield.
It's different.
You don't won at Anfield.
It's different. It's different.
How is it different? We under your mate Amarim, we won at Anfield. PSV
you know what? We slot with the kind of
Liverpool are playing Spurs on the weekend.
That Slot's doing is
crazy.
They might.
Yeah, that's easy. That's an easy game versus Spurs. They're putting all their attention with regards to Champions League. They have to go further than this.
Attention hype. How did that work in away at Galatasaray? Did you watch that game?
I don't think Galatasaray's away record is.
I watched the highlights. I can't watch.
Let me see when was the last time Galatasaray won in England.
Galatasaray. And here the thing is, they don't have to win, Jan. Just don't lose.
Yeah, maybe they might. That's the only way they go through, in my opinion, is a draw.
Yeah, I don't think they win the game.
Yeah.
Oh, if Galatasaray score first, oh my goodness.
Hey, they stream that night.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my goodness.
When they go out, pull up, man.
Oh wait, they're actually unbeaten in their last 3 games against English
Yo, you're a bad guy.
opponents. That's not true, actually.
What's that so funny? This guy. This guy, yo. What's wrong with you, man?
I'm just saying. That's gonna be a
Wednesday,
killer show.
man. Pull up, man.
All
They
right.
going out. I went out on a limb and said this about the English sides, and I'm sticking to
that's
my
crazy.
guns. And then we all got buying a 6-1 up against Atalanta. So buying
Yeah, my man
That's
Vincent
over.
Company. Continue that trading, my guy. Keep sharpening up those skills. When that contract's up, you're gonna be welcomed home. My man's already got a statue. He's gonna be welcomed home.
You don't want him to ruin his legacy, I hear it. But, you know, we'll
Wait,
see.
what?
I said you
What do
wouldn't
you
want
mean?
him to ruin his legacy.
Where?
I see.
No, he can't ruin his legacy at City.
Why if it goes bad as the manager, it won't ruin his legacy.
No, there's no possibility
think
of
he
it
would
going
lose.
wrong. Him coming to Manchester City.
Why is
He's
it
gonna
no
win.
possibility?
He's winning coming
it
to
could,
Manchester City.
It could, but he wouldn't.
No,
I don't think
Why do
City
I have to
fans
silence Yan so much tonight? No, there's
People
oh,
always
wrong,
be
wrong
silencing black
sound.
women.
Silence.
Black queens. That's just me.
Wait, what are you
Go on.
talking about?
Go on, nothing. Sorry, go on. Carry on. As you
No. Sometimes our black queens need to hear us speak. So sometimes I need to be quiet. Sometimes she needs to be quiet. I'm hearing too much of it could go wrong. What? No, Vincent Company
Politely said you
coming.
need to shut the fuck up. That was the politest way I've heard someone say.
I know. Oh my
Nah.
gosh.
Yo, Vader is you know what Vader is? Vader is the most. He disrespects you so respectfully.
What?
that
I
you
was
don't
not
get
Yeah, that's
disrespectful.
true.
He's the
What?
Respectful
Yeah, what do you mean that's
disrespectful.
true?
Yeah, see, y'all know. See, y'all
What do you mean that's true?
That's
The
true.
mask is slip. Don't
What?
let the nice smile and the calmness and him being soft spoken fool you. You know what I'm saying? He's disrespectful respectfully. He like
I
Uncle
wasn't-
Murder, man. You disrespectful.
No,
so
I don't like this. I don't
respectfully,
like. I don't like that. Yeah, just
That's it.
co-signed and
Sometimes
said,
you
"Yeah,
need to
that's
be
true."
quiet.
Nah,
Sometimes they need
that's
to be
hurt
quiet
me.
to hear us.
Flawless can say it. Flawless can say it because I have right to be rude with Flawless at times. But yeah, no, the polite disrespect. That was not my intent. My intent was,
Yeah, what is
you
it?
guys are killing me. My intent was, there's been a few things that I was like, it was kind of hurting my ears with Yan being like, yeah, it could go wrong for Company.
No.
Even with
I'm not saying I think it will. I was saying that because you said there's no possibility on it.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Like we're
anything is
watching Pep
possible.
struggle right
Yeah.
now, and he ain't
But
Pep.
I don't think that happens. I don't think it does. But I also don't think even if it did, that his legacy would be affected because I feel like City fans would always separate the player from the
Yeah.
manager, and
Yeah.
I feel like that would be. I would hope the best case scenario is it's a Pep situation at Barcelona, because Pep went to Barcelona and won them everything. So that
Yeah.
would be. I know he did, innit? Rude, man. But yeah,
Listen.
I would hope for the best case scenario
I'm
would
glad
be
you know,
a
Jan.
Pep
I'm
Guardiola.
glad you know. You finally see why I'm on Vader's case and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Vader
No
will, like,
defending
you know,
Vader no more.
Yeah,
This is
don't
crazy.
see. Yeah, I'm glad the mask
This
is
is
slipped.
crazy.
They'll verbally hit you and you don't realize it. Like I
Yeah.
clock it, but others don't. Like yo, man, just hit me.
All right, I'm gonna say this: if I did, I'm on bended knee. I apologize, Yan. I did not. That was not my intent. When I do it to Flawless, it is completely intentional. To you, it was not. To you, it was not.
Fair enough.
When it happens with Company coming to the city, the reason why I'm like so adamant that it's not possible is because we've seen how ambitious the club is.
Yeah.
And when we look at the landscape of other managers out there, they're not. There's really no one out there that you're like really fearful. Oh, they're gonna lock down the league, and there's no chance at winning trophies.
Yeah.
Whether if it's gonna be the Pep dominance, I would never expect that of anybody coming here. But
No.
I would expect Vincent Company to win coming back to Manchester City.
What you'd expect him is the whole thing.
He
that
will
is not-
get, he will get all the support. Like our club is very well run, so he will get backed. He will get players that he wants. I think he's actually a good manager in general. He's been at Bayern Munich, so it's not like he's not got that experience of being in big competitions and winning trophies and stuff like that. So I think he'd be fine. I think he does well. Best case scenario, he comes and does like a Pep, maybe stays a bit longer, but like comes and like Pep did for
he's a young manager in the scale.
Not what Pep's done for City, what Pep did for Barcelona.
If it starts, all right, let's say it doesn't. How do I say this?
I mean, he's not going to do what Pep did in his first season.
Not in regards to that. I'm saying that Bayern, let's say it starts to not go badly at Bayern, but let's say it starts to go nut as well. Would you still want him back?
Yeah. I'm not going to do like you just because I see something kind of go slightly wrong.
Yeah, man, you don't see red flags or hear it, man. Disney Story.
No, there's been enough. There's been enough like accomplished or accumulated with regards to Vincent Kompany.
Listen, anyone that can win Harry Kane, the trophy dodger, a trophy.
Wow.
Is a good thing.
Me and you could go.
That guy was dodging trophies like no one's business.
Me and you could go buy a pick up a Bundesliga.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes.
No.
Exactly. And Kane didn't win it in his first season, which
exactly. And he was at Bayern.
Yeah, it's an anomaly to the rule. No. So if it not, so how? Wait. How many leagues? When's the last time Bayern didn't win?
They should win the league.
Wait, hold on. When's the last time
Bayern
Munich didn't win the Bundesliga? Before that.
What's his face?
9 years. 9 years before that.
Was it Tuchel that didn't win it? Someone didn't win it. I think
Tuchel won it. He just didn't win everything else. He didn't win everything else because it was on for a pod when he got there.
There was someone that didn't win it, I want to say.
What are you talking about? Of course, it's an anomaly.
It's rare. It's rare.
It is rare. But the point is, when you do silly things and say, "Yeah, I could go over there and manage," no, you could have gone over there.
No. I didn't say manage. I said we could go over there and win in regards to being a player.
Yeah, that's even worse. You said you could manage and win.
No, not manage. No. As a player, I'm talking about.
Oh, as a player.
I could go. Yeah, that's what I mean. Because we're talking about Kane as a player.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about managers can go there and just win the Bundesliga. Okay, my bad. All right.
You know me.
No, because the conversation was Vincent Kompany. That's why. But you were talking to Harry Kane.
Conversation with Kane. Yeah. And he knows this. This is why I give Vega.
I didn't know this. This is why I asked for clarity. I did not know this. What's this guy doing? I did not know.
Vega knows this shit. Hey, people, you see Dragon Ball Z, yeah? When one of the Z fighters is fighting a high level bad guy, so it's Frieza, it's Cell, and you can't see and you've got to watch along. Vega's like me, his power level is higher than mine, so he can see what's going on. But he acts like he can't see what's going on.
I didn't know what you were going. I didn't know where you're going with that.
I'm referencing Harry Kane, not man. You've heard me talk about how tough management is and say myself, I know I couldn't manage at a high level. I've said this verbatim. No chance.
Here's what, and I don't know if you answer here, but my curiosity with regards to Vincent Kompany is how large is his personal coaching staff? We know that there's club staff, but then there's people that he trusts within his circle in terms of whether it's scouting, whether it's like profiling of players. Like, yes, the club have their people, but then there's also what's within Vincent Kompany's circle, because that's what would be really important when he does migrate to City. Because the fact that he's got Olise doing what he's doing over there, right?
Yeah,
the fact that and again, I wouldn't say that he hasn't raised Kane's level, but Kane has been so consistent there that it's like, okay. And you look at Luis Diaz blending in players and still having this fluid attack. I'm like, yeah, continue, sharpen your skills, Vincent. Come back, Mr. Kompany, come back to Manchester City. And then we got another chapter to the Disney story that you know I like. So let's make it happen.
You like that? Nah, we'll see if he continues to do. Because I'm going to be watching, not even from him joining you lot. Like, see how Bayern do. I've not managed to actually watch.
Yeah, I think the real test would be
when I watch them.
The Champions League, because he is in.
Yeah. And not necessarily
the side that he's in is the tough side, so
I'm not necessarily winning it. I just want to see how he manages it.
Yeah, the problem you've got, and this is what I'm saying with City, like this Champions League to get to the final, even which you're not guaranteed to win a final. No one is guaranteed to win a final, so
true.
It's like when you get there, it's one thing, but to actually get to that final, we would have to knock out Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and then a PSG, Liverpool, whoever it is on that side. Yep. So that is 3 two-legged ties that are difficult. Do you know what I mean? So it's not just the year we won it, we were kind of on fire that season. What we would do is we would win the first leg, and it was at home, the first leg, so we would win it like 3-0. And then go into the second leg and know that we didn't have to win. So we got a draw against Bayern Munich. We got a win against, I think we beat Real Madrid both games? I think.
Yeah, we killed them at
home. It was 4-0
home.
in the first leg.
And then was it 1-0?
I think it was a draw. I think it was 1-1. It was 1-1. Because we played, because De Bruyne scored. So it was 1-1. And that was first. And then we played them at home and we beat them 4-0. And then we went into the final. So it's one of them things like, you have these games where it's like, you have to turn up for each game. So if Bayern Munich, for example, play against Real Madrid and it's 1-0, then Real Madrid are still in that game. So that means the second leg, if, I don't know, they get a penalty or they get a lucky goal, Bayern could end up going out. So I think they would have to do kind of what City did when we won it, and they would have to win probably the home leg minimum.
It's cool.
And not lose.
It's going to be interesting to see what it does. Like, and I'm looking to see how company, again, not necessarily, you don't have to win the competition, just interested to see how it manages.
I would expect them to get past. Obviously, they're already past Atalanta. They're not going to turn around
and then they face who next? Who's the next?
It would be Real Madrid.
Oh, so Real Madrid.
Or Man City.
The winner of City and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Okay, which is Real Madrid.
So I think they can beat Real Madrid.
You always doubt me on this. Every time I've told you going out to Madrid, you go out to Madrid. But you just choose to ignore me.
But you know what's annoying?
Literally
this is the
every
thing.
year I've told you this.
If I'm gonna say the team that is
every
the
year
most
you say, I say to you, later, you're going out to Madrid. You say no.
Jan speaking, you're being awfully rude.
Is it? Now you care about Jan's feelings. Now you care. But after silencing him before, go on, Jan, carry on.
That's his way of silencing you now. But yeah, basically.
I'm gonna see Jan. You see Jan. You see Jan.
You know what? My time's up.
How about you joke, man? Shout out your channel, man, and let them know where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Oh my goodness. Let me clear something up real quick, people.
This guy needs damage control, yo.
I had a great week. I've been featured on the show, and I said this in a chat, but I'm being a man and I'm saying this on the show. Flawless, I thought was my guy. I truly did. I'm on A-listers. I was on A-listers, and Jan, I just shared my opinion, and another panel member wild out for 5 minutes straight, uninterrupted, and I had my man Flawless being like, Vader, this is all your fault.
It is.
I thought this guy was my guy. He said, Vader, this is all your fault.
I am your guy. Because you know what? Even though it was your fault, I praised you for it. I wish I could wind people up the way you do. I wish I could. I couldn't do that, man. Like when I wind people up, it's on accident. Like mine's non-intentional. Like yours is fully intentional.
No one believes
I said, all right, so tell me, who do you see me wind up?
You wind up everybody systematically, routinely, strategically. I don't have time to list it all. But another thing that one of Flawless's go-tos, and you'll know this, is when he'll drop in those, it's not even subliminals, but he'll lower the octave a little bit. So he just says it underneath his breath, and then he'll say, carry on. He hit you with an uppercut and he says, carry on. And he knows exactly what he did. But
normally
I'm here to say that despite what Flawless did, we're still good. He and I are still good. Obviously, I'm here on the show. All right. We're going to continue to do shows. It's always a pleasure when Jan and her jet setting is able to join and able to do the show. So I'm glad we were able to chop it up a little bit. I'm going to do a show after the Manchester City game, of course. If there happens to be some surprises in the Arsenal game, maybe I might have a little, what I call a bonus stream.
Oh, please. I need that, man.
So we'll see what happens there. But
run me that.
Yeah, but listen, bless, love.
Every time Vail. Tuesday Vail, because you not play Tuesday, so I run it back Tuesday.
Yeah. Queen, he's Flawless. We'll talk soon.
Blessings. Man. He's very Piccolo-like. Yeah, blessings, Vader, every single time, man. Big up, man. Shout out to Vail. Links in the title, people. for Vata's channel. Same way Yan City's as well. So we are indeed going to close out. Big up to everyone that slotted. I didn't even do a light check because I was just too busy enjoying the show. Shouts to my guy Vata. Love to Yan every single time. Right, we're at 57 likes. Girls up to 60 likes, people. Girls up to 60 likes. I need you lot to do that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on the channel as well. Make sure you do so. Let me see who's live before we redirect. And also, don't forget, people, this show, all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms as well. Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. Shit, no one live. Oh, shit, Don C's live. I'm going to send you lot over to my guy, Donald C. That's why I send you lot. Because he's live. I'm going to send you lot over there to Donald C. You over there stressed by Arsenal. I don't know why. Well, big up everyone locked in, man. I appreciate each and every one of you lot. We're back tomorrow. I'll do the fan calling show tomorrow. Well, today, people. Only game I'm doing is Newcastle-Chelsea. So Newcastle-Chelsea, and then I'll do a fan calling show. Then the United Arsenal podcast, and the Yardman show as well. So Chelsea versus Newcastle watch along. That'll be on the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel. That's 5:30 p.m. UK time. Then I'll be on there like 9:45 p.m. UK for the fan calling show. Then 11 p.m. UK, United Arsenal podcast. And then, no, it'll be solely the Arsenal pod actually. And then 12:30 a.m. Yardman show, people. Yan, anything you add before we close out?
Nah.
All right, don't hear us blows away with all that enthusiasm, love. But excellent.
My back's hurting now.
It's cool. Rest, lie down. You're all good. We close it out. Right, people. Sarcasm City TV raid in Don C's chat, people. Sarcasm City TV raid in capital letters in Don C's chat. This has been the Manchester City podcast. Mandem United pod meets the Mandem City pod live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in.